just got on PC though.
But yeah. I'm here now.
Yo, y'all need to get that
bloody knuckles.
Risen.
I installed Elgato myself.
We are live. Don't go to jail. Don't say nothing that's gonna put you in jail. We live.
Some people are wondering.
Alright, I got you, bro. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
You said, what'd you say about Twitch?
Yeah, some people are wondering like when you start live doing the podcast on Twitch, like maybe.
No, bro. Yo, first of all,
Twitch ain't the move.
We gonna nip that in the bud.
Twitch ain't the move.
We gonna nip that right in the bud.
I would just
keep
like
this
to
still
say,
on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And we need to cut up the highlights too, though.
Madden is my favorite game of all time, yo.
I'm sorry, I'm late, Humble Beast. I'm sorry.
Is that the vibe we're going on today? You just want to shout out how you like Madden?
Yeah, Madden.
You heard that? What you heard that franchise news and you got hype?
Madden's the best game. Madden's just great.
Madden's ass, yo.
Yo, you are not Brandon.
Yo, I'm Brandon to Madden.
Yo,
that much. What?
Shout out to Xbox, the best console ever.
All right, now we gotta have a conversation.
Dub already starting. What's up, chat? What's up, Dante? What's up, Willer?
Dante.
What's up, Ronnie?
Dante.
All right, you had to say it like that, dude.
That's how he said it.
That's exactly how he had to say it.
Dante, you gonna do a giveaway on that?
He was like, Dante, you gonna do a giveaway, Dante? I said, man, this is the worst day of my life.
Damn, how Carter already the reason we just started? That's crazy.
Bro.
Have we played MW3 on Xbox One yet? I will never play that game again ever.
It was dope,
man.
Put
that on Xbox One?
I will never play that game again. It's not allowed in my house, man.
To be honest, if they didn't have support streaks, I'd play that over a lot of other Call of Duties.
They didn't have support streaks. That was possibly my biggest problem with the game.
I think that's my biggest problem.
But here, look, and if it didn't have the specialist package, everybody said the game was ass.
Yeah, I love the specialist.
That's the only reason why people say they like that game is because of specialists.
I think that's the best part about that game, bro.
You mean the specialist? Yeah. You mean the specialist shit like defense, like helping them out?
No. Like every time you get kills, you get perks. So you get perks.
Oh hell nah, B.
If you took that off the game, what would you have though?
You'd have a bunch of kill streaks that didn't really work because of map switch.
Exactly. Anybody that done that, I'll read y'all donations. Just thank you. Just a second. Thank you for coming through. All right, my man. Somebody already got their message hit. Let's see what he said.
Yeah.
What he said?
Savage.
He was quoting a Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3 video.
Which was said what? Like no more last stand?
He said, definitely no last stand. I can't say it. My nephew sitting over here.
Yeah.
I might say it anyway.
Hey, I mean, come on, man.
They didn't have last stand.
He's playing Fortnite.
Not only did they have last stand, but they had that thing where
you had final stand.
They had final stand,
which was way worse.
Way less, man.
Hey, hold on, before we move into
hold on, put your wrist down. You disrespecting everybody in here. Put your wrist down, bro.
My bad, bro.
You're not
all right, so look. Nah, people, somebody tweeted out that flying trains could be coming your way.
Wait.
Flying trains.
What you mean by
Think
that?
about it.
And
planes.
And
they said they're trying to make flying trains.
Oh god. They can't even clean the New York subway.
They trying to make planes?
It's like, go commit suicide on your own time. I got work.
Oh my god.
That's foul, bro.
Yo,
I said, come on, Pierce. I can't say it, man.
Oh, wait. They had Dead Man's Hand and they had Final Stand? Yo, that's crazy.
They had both. And they had Juiced. You could have Juiced and Stalker in unison. Game is ass. Lodak Brown. Oh, yeah, I got to take that Discord link out the descriptions.
That game is ass, but it's still better than World War II.
Hey, why you asking me to put my wrist down, bro?
Yo, you know why I asked you?
What, bro?
It looked like you in one of the kids' rooms.
First of all, right now I'm in Vegas, Summer League weekend, having a nice time.
You got two T-shirts on? Ain't it hot?
Hold up, what's second
bro. Under Armour, bro.
Yo, man, put your wrist down, man.
Yeah, but you have to use. You could have used the left or the
This
right.
is my left, nigga. I'm
The
married.
right, the
What
right,
you talk-
the right, the right.
All right, the right. Yeah.
What's happening
But
there?
hold up, what was second?
Under
How you gonna say
No,
first
bro.
and not have a second?
Bro,
one?
it's like 100. It's like 109 degrees out here, bro. The sweat will be down your back.
Hey yo,
I need this underarm. Keep the sweat in.
Remember Foot Locker tees, what was it, 5 for 20 back in the day?
Yeah. No, I got them deals 2 weeks ago.
Hey yo,
They still 5 for 20.
Hey, yo, but
they still 5 for 20.
Remember how loose the necks was on them things though?
Nigga, shit, you said this shit be lying. Yo, I got that new
Go 5 for 20, loose necks though. Give me 5 loose necks. We used to go in there and ask for loose necks, yo.
Yeah, remember when they came out with V-necks, nigga? The V-neck used to be in the middle of your chest.
I remember.
Yo, the deepest V's ever.
I remember I stopped going to Foot Locker. I was going to the gas station to get tees. They had these icy tees in the gas station, yo. They wasn't 5 for 20 though. My money wasn't spent that well over there.
Yo, shoot. At our gas station, they was 3 for 10.
He said 5 loose necks.
I was about to say what's up to Jay guy like he not in the podcast right next to me.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I remember the first day watching the Foot Locker tees, dog. That sales a wrap.
I remember.
You had to wear an undershirt after that.
That's why people was wearing 2 T-shirts with 2 different colors, though, yo. Looking ridiculous, man.
Trying to match your sneakers?
Yeah.
Yo.
Looking ridiculous with all them colors on. 2 T-shirts. One was bigger than the other one, so it would stick out.
I was able to put a sweater hoodie after that under it.
What's wrong with my mic? My mic ain't good?
No,
No,
you
you
might
might
be
be
fine.
good.
Yeah, my favorite T-shirt time was when everybody had the T-shirt. It was like 3 sizes way too big for him.
Oh yeah.
Because Lil Wayne just walking around with T-shirt dresses everywhere.
Nah, your mic should be.
Especially
I hear you perfectly, Chase.
All right,
I
I'm
don't know
good.
what
I
you're
just
talking
checked
about.
that.
He said iPods had like dual booty cheeks.
what,
Huh?
what does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
But they don't even know. They like you can't even see my head right now.
You can't.
What are you talking about?
Yo, can I?
I get it though. I'm gonna laugh later, bro.
Can I
Appreciate
time
you.
this dude? Yeah.
Time
Okay,
over.
somebody.
Hey, Dark Rebel. You trying to Dark Rebel? Don't do that.
He's already gone. He already gone.
Bruh.
Somebody got him before I could.
All right. Don't ban him.
Yo, shirts down to your knees just to show off them Jabot jeans. Hey.
Jabot jeans was my shit.
It was.
They was your shit?
That was my shit. I used to wear them I used to wear the same pair.
How you wear Jabot jeans? You from New York. Why you wearing Jabot? That's a down south thing.
Yo, Ricky, did you wear the
You ain't from the South
Echo?
neither.
Did you
I'm from south of New York.
Oh god.
Hold on, what you said though?
did you wear the Echo? What was that with the Rhino Johns? And
Yeah, I had Echo and the Nietzsche jeans, and
Yo, Anish.
Hey, yo, they
Remember that
talk
shit?
about your audio, Carter. They said his
Oh,
audio.
yeah,
They said his audio was
yeah,
bass
yeah.
boosted.
every time you raise your voice.
All right. Hey, what's going on, guys?
They was
This is
calling that. Ain't that
Carter.
called like air rape or whatever?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. This internal mic is pretty bad. Hey guys, I'll keep it monotone for now. Thanks. Like and subscribe.
That's not even.
We about to start
monotone.
the show in just a second, everybody. We all ready. Hey yo, 2K, yeah, 2K.
Yeah.
That's 2K. They, yeah.
he said, "What about Guess jeans?" I like.
Yo,
those.
with the pencil bracket fam, totally understand.
He said South Pole was legendary.
Yeah, y'all remember the U.S. Polo
that's definitely down
Association?
south
Yeah, I used to
Texas.
rock that. Y'all remember
Whoa.
Fubu John?
Nah, what you tripping? Flight React still rock Polo Association.
Wait, he
Oh, why am I-
wait the shit with the oversized horse and the dude.
Yeah, check my man.
Not only did it have the dude, but it had 2 dudes on a horse.
They were horseback riding on one horse.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here! I ain't buying that shirt.
Yo, nothing
Yeah.
was hotter than Carter had Woo wear, yo.
Yo.
Where?
Nah, Carl Kanai. Remember Carl Kanai?
Hey,
Yeah.
don't say nothing in the Wu-Tang clothes, man.
No. Bro, Iceberg. Remember Iceberg?
Yeah, I
With
remember
the
that.
little
Remember Cologne?
Snoopy, with the Snoopy Jones?
Remember the Jeezy shirts? I got suspended for that.
Yes.
You did?
I didn't have Ed Hardy jeans, but I had Ed Hardy shoes, and those were the most uncomfortable shoes that I ever had in my life. It was like just straight up plastic and just cutting into your feet.
You know what? All right. So for everybody aging here, I think this would be the right call. Remember when the McGrady jersey with the stars on it came out?
I love that jersey.
Yeah, I
That's my
remember
favorite
it was
jersey.
$300.
I don't remember when it came out.
I had that jersey. That was my favorite jersey.
Authentic joint. Yeah, we was in
Yeah,
high
I had the
school
blue one.
trying to buy authentic jerseys. Broke as hell.
Yeah,
Authentic
but
sports
somehow
able
we
to
got
get
it done
one.
though, right? What was that old store back in the day? It used to be called Olympic Sports, bro. Yeah, all the throwbacks. I'm not sure if they was real though, but it was pricey, so it had to be real.
There was a store by me
It
called
was
Sports
pricey, so it
Lane.
had to be real.
Had to be
Bro,
real,
you
bro.
in the shoe game. You know that ain't true. Them Yeezys.
I mean, of course, but I mean, when you a young boy back then, we definitely didn't know what was real or fake. But except for when Jordan ain't have no fingers, so we knew when news was wrong. You know? Everything else was a toss up. You know?
I remember one of my friends, he had And1 sneakers, but they was fake, so the one wasn't there, so it was just And-Nuns.
How you
Shit was
have
crazy.
fake pair of cheap sneakers? That's
I
crazy.
don't know.
man.
It was crazy. Like
Yo.
he had the
He said
And-Nuns.
and
He said, "Do we remember Miss King clothing?"
Wait, who?
Miss King. Yo. It was
Yo, Mesquite with all the crazy the razzle dazzle on it. It's like a nigga just took a box of paint, put a brush in that joint, just started throwing it at the shirt. Like
So it was like tie-dye shirts, but it was a...
no, he took real paint that like dries up on the shirt. He used to just throw the paint and say that he was designing it, and then he was signing it at the bottom and then circle it.
How much they cost? How much?
I'm sure it used to be like 45 and up.
You remember Fat Farm?
I remember
Yeah.
Fat Farm. I never had any Fat Farm clothes.
With
I
the
remember.
Hold on. I'm about to drop a bomb on y'all. Mountain gear.
Yeah, all right, time to start the show. This is just
Yo, the fake Timbs.
you did you
Niggas
see
used
the
to wear the
Wolverines? My boy had some Wolverine boots.
The lugs.
No, they were just
The
called
Birdman?
Wolverines. I don't know what kind they were.
Bird-
Wolverines.
I remember I had a pair of Tim boots, but it wasn't. They was just TIMS. It was called Tims. Like,
Oh no, they got
Yeah.
you.
yeah, they got.
I remember I went to Burlington. They was selling Timbs without the bottom. Yeah, they was only 80. I bought some of them things. I took them things in the bag, yo. Facts.
Yo, was it a string between both of the
Yes.
loops to keep
Yes.
it together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Rockaware jeans and I had Rockaware hoodies.
Yeah.
Yo, I had bought the same type of Timbs from Burlington, and they had like a different sole inside of it. That shit was
Yeah.
sick.
They was only 80. Your $80 Timbs, them things is 200. Give me them. Hey.
Your tree was like this. And
Hey.
your tree was off to the side. Yeah.
All right,
Oh, no.
let's get the podcast started. Welcome back to GMG episode 185. We are going to talk about video games here in a second. So, my man Carter, he looked like he been, looked like he just got some, a settlement or something. You know what I mean? He got all kind of jewelry on and whatnot. You know what I mean? Looking, you look like you got a couple dollars or something. You know what I mean? What's up?
Hey, look, man, I got a family to support. I'm very humble, man. I tell everybody that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I could tell the time, no diamonds. I could tell the time. I don't do all that flossing, man. You know what I'm saying? My wedding ring even got black diamonds. Like I ain't shiny, man. Like I don't do all that, man. But I feel amazing.
I ain't gonna lie. Those are the iPhone earphones.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Them
using
things
here,
look
y'all.
crazy, yo. Look like you got like 2 Bluetooths.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is basically.
No,
I
like
don't want to take it out my ear
like
because
the
it's
straight up.
audio.
Nah, it looked like you got two. It looked like you got two like new age tech hearing aids, yo.
Yeah, we lit, bro. No strings needed with these. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got to joint wrap around your ear, bro. I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? These joint. Yeah, listen. Just imagine I'm at a party. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And one of them joints fall out of over.
He said 2 high-tech hearing aids?
Yeah, that's
New age.
yeah, that new age, yo.
Yeah, man. I left my headphones at home. I tried to use these to hook up, but they would not connect to my Mac, so I just did the AirPods.
You got the Detroit Become Human hearing
Carter out
aids.
here making moves.
You know what my boy did, Carter, with his? He lost one, so not look stupid, he broke a headphone just to keep it in his ear.
What?
So that looked like he had...
That's ridiculous.
Why he just walk around with one?
Hey, I remember
Because he said, nah, man, you can't just do that.
when I was in middle school, we was buying them Geneva watches, them fake joints, and $15 joints. I had one of those with the red diamonds in it. Well, they wasn't diamonds, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what?
Yo,
Shout out to
Dazzle.
Chad. What you think? I'll buy fake stuff and wear it. And
I mean, yo, bro, did y'all see Fab put on his Instagram some ball? I guess he wants to portable some ball at the airport or something like that. And some boy was flexing. Like, he had, like, 2 bust down tennis rope joints. He had We the Best chain. Had 2 other joints. Like, it was in layers, though. Like, it was like layer. And boy was like, man, he's like, man, it's like, how much you pay for that? He's like, shit, man, like a Rolls Royce. I'm like a Rolls Royce? What? So then somebody must have helped. No, so that's what he equated it to. Like, he's like, yeah, how much you pay for all that? He's like, shit, like a Rolls Royce. So, like, he held the phone to his chest. I guess the boy thought they stopped recording. He's like, yo, man, for real, how much you pay for that shit? He's like, shit, like $100. Shit, this one's 40. This one's 40. I think this one right here was like 60. Like, nigga, that don't even sound like 100. Nigga, can you count? So it was pretty funny. It's a funny little post. I might, you know what? I'm gonna go to the gram and get that for the chat real quick.
Why everybody in the chat just shitting on our pot quality?
We're gonna swing it over to J God returning once again.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Glad to be back.
Yo, G-Shocks was the wave, but this ain't no G-Shock.
Huh? Well, anyways.
Hey man, I don't want to see the rest of the show. Hey, since you took it off, put it down, Ace Boogie. Put it down, Ace Boogie. Put the damn watch down.
Well, he interrupted. He got intro just to show off his watch.
I know. I mean, what's up with that, man? I was quiet during your intro.
Hey, yo, I'm about to. We about to take your Discord permissions. We about to take them things, bro. You going to turn your camera off in here? Go ahead, Dub. Introduce yourself or say what's up.
What's up? That's all I got. Check out my YouTube channel. I got some Dragon Ball Z news for y'all.
Any Xbox slander that comes from King Dub is not from us. That's all him. That is his personal. That's him.
Also, I would like to say that I love Xbox and I don't love Xbox One. I love Microsoft, but I want to see them do better. Get your watch off the screen. Oh, that's in the thing.
Okay, he looking at the stream and he. Look,
yeah, I'm looking at the stream. I got triggered real quick.
Ricky,
damn, bro.
You last today. Prophecy is out for the day, but he will be back. Jenny, I didn't, Jenny. I think that was the other channel you were modded on. Ricky?
All right, I'm glad to be back. Make sure you guys check out iPod, J Got, King Dub's channel. Shout out to my homie King Dub. He's been initiated. He just caught his first copyright strike. Gang. Yo, and let's get right to it.
Hold up. Before we finish that off, don't forget, guys, follow us on Facebook, 3MG Live Gaming, iPod King Carter. We trying to be some Facebookers.
Yeah.
Okay, does this sound like a place where you can come promote yourself?
But he started it.
No, man, you told me that
you were supposed to say yeah. You're supposed to say yeah. You messed up. You ain't even
supposed to say yeah, man.
Even
Check
know.
us out on Facebook, man. Stop playing games.
All right, so I got a gang of donations. I'm gonna read all these, and we're gonna get the podcast started. Thank everybody for coming through. Make sure you do like the stream. The big homie is here. Phenomenal donated. He said my weekly donation for the squad. Thank you, bro. King Phantom said he gonna start the stream off with a $2 donation. Be Easy said it took us long enough. Something for the hoes. King Phantom with another donation. Don't care what anybody say. I'm getting mad at Lamar Jackson. Hey, go ahead and get it, bro. Elijah Jones Church giving you money because I feel like it. Thank you, bro. That guy from Camden been here since Chase sold his MW3 for Crack Money Real OG. Hashtag Nuts Gang or No Gang. Randall Cunningham. Yeah, that name is GOAT, bro. Every time, yo. What's up, GMG? Love the podcast. Chase was playing MLB The Show last week, and that boy Babe Ruth hit like Magic Johnson. Yo, I was on that day. All them home runs. I never hit like that, bro. But that live stream is on my second channel. Cheetah Lee, the White Papa John Woughton. Much love. Yo, Simba, been a fan since 2013. Your videos is the wave and inspired me to make my own channel. I got 30+ subs. Any tips for the future of my channel? You're going to have to get you some friends, and y'all going to all need to do stuff together. Because you try to come on here by yourself, that shit is over on YouTube.
Abnana also helps, too.
Hey, yo, don't do that.
Why would you say that?
King Phantom said, get caught with fake Ralph Lauren was the worst. And then Zuffy G said, 2 questions. When's the next Bliss video and why Carter got a sock over potatoes and Mike? I got 2 Bliss videos ready to go tonight when the podcast is over. And Carter is out of town, but he still wanted to come through to the show. You know what I mean? He out of town. He ain't got to be on here. He's supposed to be taking a nap. He don't be getting enough sleep. Well, let me read these last 2. Sail Away Tonight said PlayStation could come catch this fade for not having crossplay. We're going to talk about that, bruh. Yep. Jerome Parker Jr. said, been here since God of War. You're my favorite. Thank you. Thank everybody for coming through to the stream once again. First order of business, not really a big deal. It's kind of a dry week for topics, bro. So y'all gonna find us talk about some bullshit. Google is reportedly exploring game streaming powered by Chromecast.
What the hell is Chromecast?
It's like one of those devices that you plug in,
like the Fire
Stick.
No, it's like the thing that everybody gets Cody on. If you cast your phone to the TV using Chromecast,
sounds like the Fire Stick.
So it is like the Fire Stick.
No, let's not say like Fire Stick. I'm saying Chromecast was out first. Let's not do that. So we're gonna say Fire Stick is a better version of Chromecast.
It's still like the Fire Stick, though.
Argue for no reason.
Because everybody always does that. Like you give clout to something that everybody knows, but you don't know the real.
It's still like the Fire Stick, though.
You don't know how it was when I had the G1 and Chromecast was out, and I was trying to figure out how to play movies on my phone to my TV, and all of a sudden Google came out with this thing called Chromecast, and I was lit. You know what I'm saying? This Fire Stick is just something new. It's just something better.
Still like the Fire Stick, though.
No, the Fire Stick is something like the Chromecast.
Okay,
let's get that.
You sure you want to be showing you sure you want to be showing this Mario Tennis gameplay?
I'm just saying, you know.
It's tennis? No, that's what is that?
Well, it was Spyro now, but before it was you had some.
Well, now that you told everybody that's watching, we gonna get hit with. Oh Lord Jesus!
I don't think I had nothing to do. I think
it's a wrap for us. Anyhow, let me go full screen on this real quick. So these gameplays that y'all gonna see are going to be a lot of stuff that was shown at E3, and it is a lot of different stuff. Let me put this full screen real quick. Right now we got some Forza going up here. So, it's gonna be. Wait, the new service is codenamed Yeti. It'll be comparable to PlayStation Now, Ricky's favorite service. So you're not going to have to download any of these games to the Chromecast or whatever device. Is the ice cream truck arrived?
Yeah, man. You want one?
Hey, yo, give me one of them strawberry shortcake ice creams.
The one without him washing his hands, I got you.
Let me get.
Hey, yo, let me get a Metropolitan milkshake, bro.
You want it with or without him washing his hands? Because you know the ice cream man don't wash his hands all day.
I mean, hey. Anyhow, there's not a time frame for this quite yet, according to the article, but you're supposed to be able to play. It says.
So what we just playing multi-plat games on Chromecast?
That's pretty much what it is. I don't.
I think they're buying studios too.
Are they?
Yeah.
So they
Google,
right?
right?
On console?
Yeah.
They're going to buy studios and create some. They haven't bought anybody yet, but
I mean they have the money to do it, but like
they definitely have the money.
So that's the question.
I mean, now,
would the industry be ready? I mean, obviously this isn't like PlayStation, Nintendo, and Microsoft, but would the industry be ready for another console to come out if it was really a serious console?
I don't think so.
I think
I feel like it won't be mainstream.
What if it is? Well, let's say it is. Let's just say it is.
So I think
if it is, I mean, it would have to wow. I mean, to lead my base. You know what I mean?
When was the last time more than 2 consoles did well, and while we already have 3 mainstream consoles?
Probably
I feel like only
96,
2 do well.
Around there, with Sega, Super Nintendo, and PlayStation 1, probably.
Yeah.
And since then, it hasn't really been all 3 consoles doing well.
This is not going to be a success. You got to remember, people are brand loyal. People are so brand loyal to certain things. Like if people like Nvidia so much, but for some reason Nvidia Shield sold like shit, they stick to it with the graphics cards. Sony, everybody knows, is for the TVs and the console. Microsoft is everything's for their software for the console. Like people are too brand loyal. That Google service joint is gonna end up being like that Steam Link shit. I'm just pointing it out now.
Already don't
can I be honest?
Yeah.
Do you got your whole door open?
Nah, I was right outside my front door.
That nigga money.
He's in your house?
Must be.
Yeah, son, he's waiting for the little white kids to come outside.
Yo, make sure you make him a grilled cheese, bro, before you go.
Yeah, so you could shake my hand with his dirty ass hand.
Yo, put it in a bowl too, yo. Give him a grilled cheese in a bowl.
Yeah. So.
That's right.
Yo, Julio said it right. If Fortnite comes on that Yeti, it'll sell. It'll be cheap.
I don't think so. Like people already got enough to put Fortnite or play Fortnite on.
Huh?
Like people already have things to play Fortnite on. Like you can play Fortnite on your phone, on your Switch, on your PlayStation. Like you gonna buy it, you gonna get a Yeti just to play Fortnite.
But the Yeti I think is using Android, right?
Yes.
For software.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Fortnite's coming out for the Android next, so it only makes sense.
That could be a success. No, it's coming out in beta in a little bit. But my thing is, it could sell units if they try to use Fortnite as as the main front of like, oh, this is why you should buy it, but it's only gonna last but so long.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, it always comes down to price point. To be honest, it always comes down to price point.
That's a good part of it, but that might not be
and
enough.
Promotion.
How many people you know with Chromebooks?
I mean, hold up though.
When you say like $100.
They are like $100, but I mean, I see a little bit of people with them. But like Ricky said, so many people are like brands with Apple. Everybody got a MacBook. Everybody got a iPad Pros. Like they don't care for Chromebooks because they don't know it's not enough promotion.
Would you
like so? It's price.
There's a lot of promotion for Chromebooks. They just, I guess they're just not. You know, they're not
people
that popular.
Brand loyal to. So people are so brand loyal to certain things.
Would you buy an Apple console, Carter?
Apple console? I don't know, bro. I don't think so. I don't think I would because when you think about it, right? If you get an Apple console, you have to move the entire base over there because that'll be your main console you plan on. Now, let me be really honest with you. If we see like a spike in Apple sales and stuff like that, like how we seen the spike in Fortnite playability and stuff like that, then I might say, hold up, it might be a bigger fan base over here. But right now, PlayStation with their whole shared play and streaming on the console, and so many people can just come in from the community tab, somewhat same things with Xbox. I mean, I don't know. They would have to have some of the same shit.
Just Malik said the Fortnite community is ass and cringy. So, hey, Just Malik, since you said that, let's talk about it. So, Season 5 starts tomorrow. What is to be expected from Season 5? Tomorrow, it's just going to be a bunch of like tryhards on the game.
We don't really even know. Actually, I feel like tomorrow is going to be. I feel like it's going to be more casual than anything. That's when all the people, oh snap, Fortnite going to have a new season. Let's go and see what these new skins are. They're going to go and get washed.
Is it tomorrow or is it at midnight tonight? That's the question.
It's at 2 o'clock in the morning my time, Central Standard
Time.
Yeah,
it's at like 4 o'clock in the morning for us.
And I'll be up and I'll be playing. So
you'll be up and playing. So are you staying up just for the new season, or are you already going to be up?
I'll be up.
Yeah,
I feel like they're probably going to do a late rollout.
Epic got me. They got me with my wallet because some of the skins they got black dudes, black characters, and I like playing games with they got the black characters and such. So they got money out of me already. So
and they got some fire ass emos too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But Infinite Dab, the beat's dope. The beat's dope.
Yo,
man.
that Infinite Dab beat is crazy.
That beat is dope,
like
man. That beat is dope. They got me, but they're fair. You know what I mean? Like some people may not like the game. That's cool, but they're fair with a lot of the things.
I mean, you say. I mean, of course it's fair because the skins and stuff won't make you better at the game. It won't give you any type of advantage. But be honest, those microtransactions is crazy getting out of hand. Every other new skin, my son be hitting me up like, "Yo, Dad, what's up with it?" I'm like, "Yo, it's get done." You know what I'm saying? Do 50 push-ups and I got you. You get to 49 and you crash, you're done. You won't get one. So, I mean, the whole microtransactions is going to get to the point where some people are going to have so many skins, and it's going to be like, yo, I put so much money into this game and haven't gotten anything out of it. But we're just not at that point because we're still in the honeymoon phase with the game, and everybody still likes it.
I'm not in the honeymoon phase.
I might have spent like $60 total though. Like that's like the average.
I'm around. I haven't bought any skins, but I bought the Founders Edition and then the Battle Pass, so that was probably costing me around $60.
Here,
I mean, like I said,
disagree with what you said though, iPod.
You can grind the game and get V-Bucks.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah,
that was you, right?
Somebody.
That was Ricky.
What the hell just happened?
We're good.
Try to mute his
your camera just crashed.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're
good. Your camera crashed, bro. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit.
He's good now. He's good. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that didn't even max up the boxes. That's crazy.
He's good.
I think.
Yeah, this thing's got.
I think the skins are real expensive. I mean, I'm sure there are examples. I don't know how many games have skins that are that expensive.
Like they're $20, yo. Like $15 or $20 for one skin.
At least if you get the entire skin and then you turn around and you get like the glider and everything.
And yeah,
it could possibly be more than that. And I know it's all completely optional and all of that stuff, but you know, it is a nice change of pace. You know, getting a new skin is dope because then you feel like, you know, something's a little bit different for a little bit. There's something enticing about new skins. So I don't really get on them too much because the game is free and they're doing a good job of keeping the game, you know, like the quality fresh and just making sure that they you know, try to tap in and stay close to the community and you know, the stuff that the people want. So I don't really say that too often because the game is free. But that battle pass, getting a battle pass every season, I didn't know that because I only bought the battle pass this season because I really only played this season and I played a little bit of season 1. So
well, you can earn enough V-Bucks to
I've already spent those on emotes and stuff, so I don't.
I already spent my.
But that's all in choice. That's all.
Well, I didn't know when I bought the battle pass that I had to buy it again. So that's why I was spending on V-Bucks. So then I ran out of V-Bucks. I'm like, okay, that new season come out. He like, you got to buy a battle pass. I say, yo, quit playing like they said. No, I'm serious.
Yeah. So I mean, if you look at it like each day, all of VC accumulated, you can easily buy the battle pass next season. Like what I did was for the season that just passed, the one that we're in now until tomorrow, I spent $5 from PlayStation on it because I had a couple V-Bucks stored up from actually beating the game. And I don't buy my battle pass tiers and like that. Like I just grind them out. It's easy to grind this game. You know what I'm saying? You get on, you do your dailies, you easily get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got the Omega joint. Only got the level 65 as far as like season level, but that's only because I don't grind like to the point where getting a whole lot of kills, playing with friends a lot. Like I play with a lot of like randoms and stuff. So those play with friends type of achievements that give you the double points and stuff like that, I don't get all those. So that's the only problem with me.
Did you play during double EXP weekend?
I did.
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably I did not. When was it?
Like last weekend, I think it was, right? Or a weekend before that?
I think it's either last week or the week before that.
Yeah, I was out. Yeah, I was out.
Here's one thing, though, about the skins. I feel like the skins are, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like the skins are way too expensive. Because the ones that aren't that expensive, the ones that are only like 800 V-Bucks, those just kind of look like the default skin a little bit.
I mean,
where if I come, what were you about to say?
I mean, like looking at it from like a creator standpoint, well, not honestly, just a consumer standpoint, you can kind of see where as though, like for instance, they came out with the female like Dark Voyager. It kind of look. I mean, I'm sorry, Omega. It looks like.
Yeah.
They came out with her, so she has the full skin, the backpack, and you would probably have to get the glider, I think, as well. So that's 3 pieces of a prospect to the point where you want that. Her backpack and the glider for your Omega, right? So you would get the glider and the skin because of course the backpack comes with the skin. So like that's what, like $34 maybe, or $35?
Yeah, so that's my point. So I feel like the skins are too expensive because if you look at that only changes the model. It's not like it changes the animation that the model does or anything. To where if I look at another free game, like I'm gonna use League of Legends because that's the game that I play the most. If I were to buy a $35 game and that it would give me like a custom border, the skin would have totally different animations to where the character even plays at. It would have the move would have different animations. Like I don't know. I feel like you get more out of costly skins in other games than you get in Fortnite. I feel like those skins could be toned down a little bit.
You know what's gonna happen? Somebody could be like, "What about CS:GO?" It's like, yeah, you know, down well, we're not comparing.
I'll say that right now, man.
Yeah, we all already know what time it is with that. All right, so here's the thing about Fortnite. So the question is, how much more Fortnite do you think you can enjoy?
A lot more. Maybe not as much as I play now, but I could play it for probably a long time.
Yeah, so I'm very casual, so I don't mind. I'm not looking into being competitive. I'm good.
I guess with me, like I can see myself playing this to like sometime next year probably, because like people I work with, at least like 8 of us play the game. So every day we come into work talking about it. We team up. So people I see every day, you know what I mean? Right. So until they do something stupid, we'll probably keep on playing it. And the way they've been handling the updates, they come out kind of frequent. They always try to fine tune it. And then this new theme with season 5 looks like it's gonna be a mix between prehistoric time and maybe back in the old Western time. Like they're trying to keep the game up to date. So As long as they keep it interesting, I don't see why not.
Is there any screenshots for season 5 stuff yet?
No, not really.
Well,
They
really.
leaked.
That one,
like an axe, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So
like
with
an axe
me,
from Kratos, like the God of War.
with me, honestly, I think I'm a like type of person that likes habits. So you know that old like Soul Hunters game, John, I'm always playing on my phone. So that gives me dailies that I gotta complete every single day, and I play that drum consistently every day. So I feel like when Fortnite comes out with like new seasons and stuff like that, and they have like the daily challenge, then the challenges you have to do for the Battle Pass week, I feel like I catch myself playing it almost every day, even if it's for a small amount of time, just to get the daily challenge done. And then when the next week coming up, I grind out the rest of the battle week. I feel like I do that every time. So I'm kind of like in that habit of like, oh, challenges. Oh, I like that. You know what I'm saying? It gives me something to do. It's like an achievement, I guess. So yeah, I like doing those.
I like the way they break all the stuff up every week to try, you know what I mean, just to keep people on the game. Because when those new challenges come out, you know, like that area is going to be fun to go to. It's going to be annoying as hell, though, when they tell you to get 7 chests somewhere and everybody's already there. So it's always cool when they had the sniper playlist. So whenever I had to do the challenges, we just all go there. You know, like you won't get killed as soon as you land. So
I remember during the week where everybody had to get 3 kills at Anarchy, I think it was. There was a time where I landed there, or I didn't land there. I landed at Tilted. Nobody was in Tilted. Everybody landed at Anarchy, and within a minute, 75 people was dead.
God,
that shit was crazy.
That sounds about right. For me, I feel like I like Fortnite. I'm also looking for another Battle Royale game to play that's not Fortnite, and that's definitely not H1Z1. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yo, don't disrespect, dog.
Ricky got the answers for you.
No, look, my personal opinion. I mean, H1Z1's cool, but when Battlefield 1 come out, I'm uninstalling H1Z1.
What does that have to
do? Play that
Battlefield 5, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Chase, I got one.
What?
Play the high res one.
Oh, the
Realm Royale.
Realm Royale, yeah.
You won't like it.
Hey, yo, honestly, I played that drum.
Yo, your mic.
Carter,
me?
Carter, your mic though. Hold on, J God, go ahead. Hold on, Carter. Go ahead, J God.
No, you go ahead.
No, you said you had something.
He can't talk.
Blackout. Oh,
okay, hey, Chase.
What's up?
I only played a little bit of this game, but it's called Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. Have you heard of it?
No, it's only on PC, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like $5. It's like a parody of like Battle Royale games, basically.
That costs money.
Is it?
Yeah, that shit
sounds. It was free, and I think now it's like $5. I think that's
it's called Total. What is it called?
Totally accurate Battlegrounds.
Let me see the graph. Man, that shit look.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just looking at the screenshot, and you can't judge a book by its cover. But this young look ass.
That shit look trash, bro. I'm not even gonna talk. I don't even want to spend $2 on this.
So let me. It's
a parody on the whole thing. It's not like to be taken serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could tell.
So I could do a series.
But why they charging $5?
Fortnite knockoffs, and then do that. All right. So why do you say I'm not gonna like Realm Royale, Ricky?
I feel like you wouldn't like it in its current state because of like the controls and how the game, like they need to work on it more. It needs to be more fluid. I think you'll just stay away from it until that. That's
saying so. Outside of like the game needing to be polished, the gameplay and stuff, do you think I'll like it?
Oh yeah, because they got like 5 or 6 like specific kind of classes.
Like 5 different classes
that you'll like. Ability. Yeah, different abilities.
I didn't like that whole respawning in something like that.
Wait, say that again.
Turn into a chicken.
The whole yeah, I don't like.
Oh, so pretty much they got like this instead of you going down and you get revived, you turn into a chicken. You got to run away. Pretty much saying that you scared, whatever, and then they could shoot you and kill you, whatever. That was kind of random that they brought as a revive system, but I just like the fact that you get to forge items in there. So like as you I guess you looting, you could forge items and I guess repair and get like I guess a even better item that fits the class that you pick. It's really unique to be honest, but
I like
they say Carter got the Reed Dollars mic.
Damn.
And you won't come like that? That's crazy.
But I like the chicken mechanic because it's so unique compared to like instead of having to be picked up by a teammate, you gotta run from him, you gotta duke out the enemy, and not get killed by him while you're already a chicken to survive and respawn.
So
I like that
mechanic. Like I was like, yo, I'm tired of all these Battle Royale games, but I've only played a couple of them. Fortnite is dope. H1Z1's fun, but I do think that what they're doing could be easily done better by like DICE or something like that. That's why I said when Battlefield 5 comes out, I'll probably uninstall H1Z1. I'm just talking shit. I might leave it on.
I think you're just tired of the fact that, as well as us, like, you know, it's the gimmick with these battle royale games already. Like, at first I was defending it, like, nah, it's cool, and then I started noticing, like, they're giving us some half-ass battle royale games.
That's what it
is. That's why like
you heard about the culling 2?
No.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that. Like, they didn't even they had the nerve to drop the culling 2, which was an early battle royale game as well, the first one, and they just had finished completing that full game, and then they just re-brought it back out on Steam and called it the culling 2, charged people $20.
Oh, I think
there's nothing in
that. I think I heard about that.
There's nothing in that game.
That's one of the reasons why I like Royale though, because it didn't seem like they just tried to copy off of just the battle royale games that everybody else made. They actually tried to make their own unique.
It's kind of like what Epic was doing with Fortnite.
Yeah,
there's like slightly different. Well, but the goal on Chase was saying about like having DICE do a battle royale. Personally, I think DICE should just stick to like Battlefield and having everything be destructive, like Bad Company 2 was. But for them doing battle royale like with a COD and all that, I don't think it's a good idea. That's just my take.
To me, I don't know if there's gonna be any success with anything in first person. Like, it needs to be third person. Man.
Here's the question that I would ask anybody.
You want to see your character do like different movements and stuff.
Just think about it. How fun is a first-person survival of battle royale with Battlefield and Call of Duty? Like,
I agree with that. Like when you think about it, like what you for and stuff like that.
I want Modern Warfare 2. I can't. No, you're cutting off on that. I don't know what he said.
Oh, I don't know what's up with my mic now.
I don't know what's up with
my computer's good.
It's that's the hotel Wi-Fi. That's probably that's what it is.
Oh
no, I'm saying like you remember Modern Warfare 2 had third person mode. Like it worked.
Yeah, it definitely had third person.
Worked.
Third person team.
It looked good. Yeah, it looked good for like replays and stuff like that. Like you could see when you throw C4, stuff like that. It's pretty dope.
It's just it's easier. I like being able to see everything and being able to use the camera to see enemies and kind of get better angles on people and stuff like that. It's just a better field of view with third person, and it's kind of the standard. With first person, it's going to feel more like just like your standard Battlefield or Call of Duty than it is a Battle Royale for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's probably something everybody can get used to. But I would much rather have a third person experience from both of those games.
Well, I got one more thing to add though.
Go ahead.
I think these other companies are going to have some hard time selling their Battle Royale version of their game because Fortnite's free, H1Z1 is free, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah. And Call of Duty and Battlefield are going to have a price tag on it, so.
But Battlefield is coming with their game for the $60, whereas Black Ops, I think Chase already explained it. They got this whole gimmick on it where the $60 edition doesn't even come with the regular multiplayer unless you. But yeah, like that right there is already disgusting in itself.
Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, granted, I guess Call of Duty will probably sell as Call of Duty and Battlefield will probably still sell, but I don't know how the Battle Royale.
I mean, the Vision Sword is already.
You cut out right now.
Yo, I'm sorry. I keep cutting out.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. So, like I said, the Division sold, but now adding Battle Royale hype to it, I think these mainstream AAA titles are going to sell.
At least Battlefield is included with your Battlefield experience, right? Like you still get your single player, you get the multiplayer you always get, and then they're giving you Battle Royale on top of it. Call of Duty is like, okay, no single player for you, but now we're gonna put Battle Royale in it, and then we're gonna basically do some weird experiment where we have like 5 versions of the game, and you have to like. Basically, the article I read said it's front loading the regular maps with the DLC, so you have to get everything out once. So we're doing all that, and then we're going to basically completely change everything. So I think that's different. Good.
And also, one of the person in chat said Red Dead's having Battle Royale as well.
I seen that.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot about that. And nobody has no. I mean, how are you gonna do Battle Royale in like an old Western?
Oh, you could definitely do it.
I think you could definitely. I'd rather play Battle Royale in Red Dead than play Battle Royale in
to be quite honest with
Call of Duty.
Okay, do you just spawn on the map or do you come in? Because there's no.
To be honest, no, it's all fictional. Look, it's all fictional. If you're spawning with a bus in midair, it's all fictional.
I understand, but Red Dead takes place in the Western though, right?
To be honest, it don't even matter at this point. Battle Royale.
Everybody could be in a flying chariot. with winged horses. And you just
well, to be honest, they had that Red Dead Undead Nightmare and there's unicorns and stuff. So I guess it wouldn't be too.
That's what I'm saying.
How we spawn in. But I understand what you're saying. Complain about.
I get what he's saying.
No, people will complain because they find stuff like that all the time.
People complain about Ghost of Tsushima not being 100% accurate.
Yeah, no, they're going to do it.
No, you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know where Jay God's coming from, but I'm like, there's so many games that they're way off of, like, I guess the time period. But with this specific mode, like Battle Royale, I guess I wouldn't want them to just randomly just spawn us already on ground. I think it's kind of cool when we try to, like, I guess strategically say, hey, listen, we're gonna go to Tilted, so we try to get off of like the bus and try to aim our way to like Tilted or something like that. But I think what a lot of people want to make sure of is like when we land on foot, we're not gonna have any encounters with like supernatural or super like futuristic looking weapons. Like they want to keep it just Western. As far as the spawning goes, that's gonna be a challenge for them to see whether or not would it make sense or would people have an issue with it. But
so
what if they do it like this? Say for instance, and you have spawn points that you can choose from at different locations on maps.
Nah, that'd be
everybody gets like a timer or something like that before they can like go in or something like that.
I think that would be.
I think just having everybody spawn and choose a location is probably ideal. It's a standard, unfortunately, now because of the other games where you land. H1Z1's a little weird though.
H1Z, you just drop out.
You just drop in. So if Red Dead did something like that,
Red Dead might do that.
They might do that. Here's my question. Okay. So with all these Battle Royale games, what game do you think could actually do well with Battle Royale? But obviously the game is going to need to have something different. I honestly think that The Last of Us 2 could have a Battle Royale and they could have like live infected as part of the actual experience to separate it from the other Battle Royale games. I think that would actually
What'd you say?
The Last of Us 2.
To go off that, I was talking to some friends of mine in this community I'm in about The Last of Us, the first one, having like that type of environment where the clickers are there as well. Like it's PvE or PvPvE to where like you're fighting them off as well, or you know, have like because the game's kind of structured that way, isn't it? You kind of got like, you know, put shit together, find things and whatnot.
I think that would be dope.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Of course, the engine probably didn't support more than.
Well, that's the issue.
Yeah,
not only the engine, it's the console hardware.
If I'm in a last two and I get killed by a clicker, I'm rage quitting and breaking my.
But that adds challenge. See, that's what separates the conversation with
DayZ was, right?
No, don't. But
I mean, that's kind of that's
concept.
That has an RNG element that doesn't need to be there, though.
Yo, man, DayZ zombies didn't even really move. The whole game.
They literally just sat there.
I'm not judging how the AI was in that game.
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, like
I'll say this. I think it adds a different because you see the complaint of what all these Battle Royale games is like. All right, it's cool. You had different vehicles and a different theme, whatever. But initially, everything comes down to being the same. And with The Last of Us 2, I think it could work because if you have like a certain amount of players, like for me, I think the standard has to be 100. There's no way I'm going to accept.
You think it has to be 100?
I think Call of Duty.
I heard there's a rumor that Call of Duty's in the 60s. This is my thing though. Like I'm so used to that. Like, and you know what? Let me retract from that and say, depending on map size.
That's what I was gonna say.
Map size and what you're able to do in the map. If say Call of Duty said, listen, we can only do 60, but we got destructible environments to prevent people from camping, which is not gonna happen.
But didn't Call of Duty already like kind of?
Oh, there you go.
Yo, say that last part again.
Yeah, say that already. What?
Like, all right, hold up. Then they said they had like this building that everybody was in that. Like you were basically gonna jump out of a helicopter and like jump through windows into like this tall skyscraper or something like that.
It sounds like a Crackdown 3 promise, but I don't know how. I don't know because they're having trouble. It was rumored that they had trouble getting 30 people. Now they're saying that they at least maxed out with like 60. Wow. And then they also said 15,000 times of Nuketown. Like they were making these bold claims, and I'm just like,
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If they not letting us fight in this and like have multiple buildings, it's gonna be a.
Okay, so Ricky, you're saying Activision devs said that they're having struggle getting 60?
No, this was all rumors.
Well, yeah, rumored. Okay, so that just shows that how old and dated their engine is. I mean,
I agree.
It's 20 years old.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
20 years old. It's been modified.
It's been modified to hell, but I mean, that goes to show that they haven't been really working on a new engine since.
That engine was a modified. That engine got bandaged and patched. like a old quote.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's a source to it.
But that's but going back to it, that's what I'm saying. Like Battle Royale is all cool, but when you do something like Realm Royale where everybody was judging the game, and then next thing you know, you realize you got like 5 to 6 specific unique classes. They all have their own special abilities, and as you loot, everything caters to that. Like that's kind of cool, and that separates from Fortnite. But when you have something that everyone's dropping the same type of game, and it's like just the last one standing, it's gonna come down to like, all right, that game is kind of trash. So if Call of Duty does it, there's certain ways to go about it, but I don't. For one thing, I believe Battlefield may have destructible environments before Call of Duty, but it better. But I'm still on the fence because I don't know. I think there's more. Like I'm casual with these Battle Royale games, but at the same time, I'm only competitive with the fact like I don't like people camping because first person you have less of a field of view in my opinion than if I'm playing third person.
Yep.
I can see more, and I feel like if anything's first person, we're gonna miss out on so much of what's going on in the environment. And you're gonna have people probably camping and playing the same way. I think third person kind of takes you out of that, I guess, mindset of playing in first person. So that's the only thing that's holding me down. That's holding me back from the game. He said iPod looks sad as shit.
Yeah, okay, so this has to happen because we ain't get a chance to talk about it.
I'm trying to hear like. I'm sorry.
No, I got you.
Okay, so
because he said I look sad.
I think I got a good game.
Hear every other third word.
Oh damn, that's
Fortnite came out on the Switch. It's on mobile. Yeah. It's on PC. It's on PlayStation X. It's on all platforms plus mobile. So everybody that plays Fortnite, you get an account that you already have on the console itself, obviously, which is like just your gamer tag. But then you have an Epic account, which is what kind of ties the platforms together. So if you're on PC, through the Epic account, you can play with people on PS4, or I'm sorry, PC people can play with PS4 people. PC
people can play with PS4 people, but they can't play with
So what's happening is people from PS4, you cannot play with people that are on the Switch. Sony is blocking your Epic account from being able to play with people that are on the Switch and people that are on Xbox. It is not
as they should.
No,
wait, hold on. Let me.
Let's argue.
No. We gonna get to that. First of all,
Chase got to set the stage. Hold up.
Anybody defending a company splitting a community is ridiculous. There is never a good enough reason for somebody to split a community, and I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, it's one thing for you to not want people playing. It's quite another for me to make an account on your platform and then I can't use that account elsewhere because it's blocked. My account on PlayStation 4 Fortnite can't be used on Xbox. It can't be used on Nintendo. This isn't even your account. This account is from Epic. It's not a PlayStation account.
Yeah, it belongs to Epic.
Number one. Number two, we've seen games that people love for years and years, and the community is so small that it's not playable anymore. If you have crossplay, there's more people to keep these games alive for a longer time. PC is notorious for having Call of Duty community that lasts for about a month to 6 weeks. Then after that, you can't get into a game unless it's TDM. You'd be lucky to get into a kill confirmed. If you have crossplay and the ability to turn it on and off from the user, then that keeps the games alive longer. I don't know why people are defending PlayStation blocking.
I want to add on to that.
That does not help us. That is for that's not for our best interest. Crossplay keeps games, it keeps the communities together, and it helps when the communities split up and go to other games. You can still find plenty of people to play with. There's a lot of games that you get on and you keep seeing the same players every time you play the game because there's not a lot of people playing it.
Xbox doing it last gen does not make it any more right. It's
thank
still
you.
Stupid.
People keep saying, well, Xbox.
That don't matter though.
Xbox.
No. I'm saying Xbox did allow crossplay last gen.
Xbox said that Sony wanted to do crossplay last gen. That's true, but that doesn't mean it's okay for them to do that. It is what it is. Like the game.
No. Yo, it goes beyond that.
Wait, hold on. The industry is a lot different than it was in those times. Like, first of all, there was a quality issue. PlayStation's online was ass. Xbox's online was excellent. So I don't know if that was part of their decision to say no, we don't want that. But the last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'll let y'all jump in, is PlayStation in 2017 accidentally allowed crossplay on Fortnite with Xbox, and they disabled it instantly. So that's something that sounds like it can be turned on and off with a small, very small hotfix, or just a flip of a switch. That's whack. That is trash. But go ahead.
What I was gonna say is for me, I'm not gonna use the excuse for Xbox last gen because this is not even a matter of PlayStation allowing you to play with other consoles. They're blocking my login account, which has purchased skins and my grinding and my stats, but yet they allowed Rockstar accounts to get synced into the PlayStation so that way they can carry the fan base over when the PS4, when GTA 5 first, I don't know if y'all remember that. Anybody who had an Xbox 360 was able to sign into their social club on PlayStation to load in their accounts, which was basically dragging that fan base over from Xbox One and Xbox 360 over to the PlayStation, yet they're not allowing you to at least use the account from Epic. I'm not trying to sign into my gamer tag. That's why I like stuff like this, like with Epic Games or Battle.net, because you're not using a gamer tag, you're using the account set up by the actual client. And the fact that they're blocking that, it says a lot about PlayStation. What I don't agree with either is when people are using the excuse that, oh, well, PlayStation has this marketing thing with exclusive skins. That don't mean shit to me, because all you have to do is block that. You could block the exclusive skins if you want. Microsoft and Nintendo might have their own exclusive skins at the end of the day too, but they can block that as well. I just want to be able to sign into my Epic account on Nintendo and Xbox so I can carry all my regular skins over. Because if you're able to do it on every other platform, even with PS4 and PC, why can't I just do that? It's not even about my PSN login. That's why I find it complete bullshit. So I'm not going to use that excuse from last gen, which actually the official reason why is because PlayStation's online was very inconsistent and the player base for competitive play was more marketed towards Xbox. That's why crossplay was never going to work.
How many
that
years?
shit was like 6-7 years ago.
We almost 5 years into a new console. We got to stop talking about stuff that companies did wrong last gen if they willing to make the change. That's whack, bro.
So forget about even crossplay for a second. Let me use my Epic Games account that you have no right to.
You're arguing the same thing.
Yo, nobody can hear what you're saying.
Let him finish. Let him finish, Carter. You go after him.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Nobody even hear what you were saying.
Vent, bro. Go ahead, vent, bro. Swing your dreads, bro.
You can't even see my dreads.
You're bad.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Go
ahead, go lag on the mic for us.
All right, go ahead, Carter. You said you said they should block it. That's what you said. I just want to make sure you said.
Yeah, bro.
Right,
yeah, bro. Pull all the meat out on the table, bro. We blocking y'all. Now, to Ricky's point, when whatever King Dub was gonna say, I do feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I put money into that account. I will want to play with that account on a different console such as Xbox, because I did just buy one like 10 minutes ago. But as far as crossplay goes, man, leave Xbox over there. It's because think about it. There's always been an argument in the community about which console is better. Now, I remember back when we had a conversation about crossplay a while back before it even happened. We was all like, man, I don't know if we really need it. You know what I'm saying? Because we like people just arguing about what's better. Us, don't act like we didn't, Chase.
I never said I like people arguing about who was better. Opening up the floodgates and letting people play on the same game will actually stop a lot of those arguments.
It will stop the game. But I'm talking about the console itself. Like, remember, we talking about exclusives and all that. Like, we was talking about a whole bunch of stuff. So when we say, okay, well, if we bring in crossplay for, like, say for 2K, right? And everybody is playing on Xbox and PS4, and you'll know from that gamer tag or whatever that's an Xbox player and everything like that. It's like, I don't know, bro. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Leave Xbox where it's at. Leave PS4 where it is. You know what I'm saying?
The idea was to bring gamers and gaming communities together. So
but Chase, this is what I'm gonna say. Like, I'm cool.
Not for console. I fuck with console and PC, and maybe mobile and Switch and stuff like that playing together, but not even Switch, honestly, bro, because it's still a console when you think about it at the end of the day. I feel like
I'm confused. What's your argument here? No.
So his argument is he had no problem with Xbox not cross-playing, which I can care less if it does or not.
I understand that, but like, why exactly don't you
Because I don't care for it, bro. I don't care to play with an Xbox user.
So you don't want it.
Or if I was on Xbox, and if I was on Xbox, mainly I'm saying this because I'm on PS4. If I was on Xbox, I wouldn't feel like I needed to play with anybody on PS4. I would rather play with people on PC. Just like how it was set up earlier.
So you don't want it just because you don't want it?
I think that's a short. I think that is a short-sighted way.
That's the consensus, bro.
That is a short.
That's the consensus.
That is very short.
I'm just giving you the vibe from regular everyday people.
But that is very short-sighted because gaming is the biggest media platform in the world, and we're still at a place where companies are blocking communities from being able to play together. Down the road, it's going to happen. So why not just go ahead and take the steps to have it happen now? It's not.
So think about it like this. No. Let me add this in real quick. So we all know, like, I haven't played Xbox in a long time, but you know, we always get those messages from people like, "Yo, why the game play like this over here, but it play like that over there?" Like, don't you think at some point in some games it might be a disadvantage?
No, it's not. It'll never be a disadvantage.
No.
Wait, hold on. Disadvantage would be PC to console.
Exactly. So by that logic, then PC players should never get to play with console players. And guess what? Sony has Street Fighter cross-platform. They have Rocket League cross-platform, and they have Fortnite cross-platform. All three of those games that's just three to start. All three of those games have severe advantages for people that are on PC, and you don't see people complaining that they don't want to play with those people. Number one, because you can actually turn the crossplay on and off. At least I think on all three of those, but PC people have advantages over console, especially on Fortnite. They have like 70 hotkeys, and you're stuck with your 12 or 16 buttons on the PlayStation. So it's not a thing about, oh, this platform runs the game better versus that platform.
And PlayStation allows mouse and keyboard now too, and Xbox.
Yeah.
So like, so my bad for cutting you off, Chase. Keep going. You sure? So look, my thing is like they're constantly changing how we are able to play games, right? That's one thing. I understand iPod's argument because I've always ran with the gimmick of like, listen, Microsoft got to keep that same energy. They did that shit to us last gen. The reason why I'm retracted from that whole thing, and I'm still going to stick by the fact that if Sony doesn't want to cross-play with them, fine, that doesn't do anything for me personally. I'm upset at that my Epic account is locked behind this. It's not even about the cross-playing part because I realize all these games we get, if we get hit with these microtransaction fees and all this other shit in order to have a lot of fun, yo, you better open up the gates for me to do what the hell I want to do. Because at this point, if the marketing for all these games and incomplete games, and then the only way we can have like a real fun, fulfilling time with our friends is by purchasing the deluxe edition now, or we're getting half-ass things. And if we purchase this microtransaction or game kit or whatever the case is, then you know what? You're going to have to do it. And only because you spoiled us, well, not really spoiling them, but you pretty much gave us the opportunity now to cross-play. So because of this, that's why I'm having a little bit of an issue. But at the end of the day, my main concern is like, yo, that's bananas that these skins are like $20. And and the crazy thing is, there's times I don't have anybody to play with PlayStation. Everybody's schedule is different now, and I'm like, shit, my homeboy's on Xbox, my homegirl's on PC, or vice versa, and I can actually link up with them on my PlayStation console. But because my Epic account is locked, I'm like, that's a problem. That's the only issue I'm having.
I have a question.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Extra question.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my point in later, man.
Yeah. Well, go Dub, you go, and then Jay got you go, then Carter, you go. Let's do it that way.
Why do people think, or do you guys think that just because Sony would allow crossplay, people would suddenly just start buying Xboxes that are more expensive than PlayStation just to play with people on PlayStation? Like, do you think that Sony isn't allowing crossplay just because they don't want people to buy Xboxes?
I mean, as far as that goes, yeah, I just brought an Xbox X. That shit high as I was mad when I bought it, but I was like, I mean, it's good for the greater good, but I don't see everyday people just making that $600 purchase. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people got to really pay $600 if you want that new controller you was telling me about. Like, I looked at that price, when I scored on Best Buy, and Dale was like, yo, get that joint. I'm like, at first I was like, yeah, I mean, I should, but then I was like, man, I don't know, bro. Like, that shit high as fuck for just a controller, and the console alone is already high. I think I paid $4.99, and what I had to do was I had to get it from Delaware. My wife had to drive to Delaware to go get it, you know what I'm saying, to pick it up from this Best Buy store. So I know with taxes that thing is going to be dumb stupid, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, that's a major problem, but, I mean, you never know, though, because, like, my nephew got Xbox, and he always mad that he can't play with David. You know what I'm saying, on all games. And I told him, I said, yo, you should have just got a PS4. That's just how it always is, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even people that I know, parents, they be like, why would I buy 2 PlayStations for my kids in this house? You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get an Xbox, somebody gonna get a PlayStation. You ain't gonna get the same thing, because if y'all got the same thing, y'all both playing the same thing at the same time. Take turns. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about, you know what I'm saying, if you're a parent or not, or whatever kid ain't got money to get his own. I don't know. It's pretty weird.
How would crossplay affect their market share?
So look, you never know, bro. They might come out with some heat. Like,
so wait. So I will say this. I'm going to defend Carter. Matter of fact, you want? There you go.
No, it's not even about what iPod said, because I kind of agree with that. But so I'm specifically, the messages I'm talking about is Rodrigo saying crossplay would affect market share or platform share. Don't be naive. Things like that. He's been saying that basically the whole time.
There's a conversation about that somewhere, but
there's like 30+ games on PlayStation that have crossplay.
Okay,
already, by the way.
Go Jay.
Okay, let me get some points out before I forget any of them. All right, as last generation, you know, I guess people think that Xbox 360 didn't crossplay with Sony. It didn't do it with PS3, but it did do it with the PS2 still. You know, so Xbox did do crossplay with Sony last generation, and in a technical term they did, but not with the PS3, so they did do it. As terms of the not doing it this generation, Sony not, I guess, locking everybody out from it, I think it's kind of stupid. I don't agree with it, and it kind of like hit home, not me personally, but with a friend of mine I work with. He plays Fortnite on PS4. He has a Switch as well. His daughter plays the Switch, and him and I were playing together the other day. And I heard his daughter ask him, she goes, "Daddy, I can't find you on the map. Like, why aren't you in the same building as me?" Like, she's playing on the Switch, he's on a PlayStation, and he had to tell her, it's like, hey, you know, you can't explain that to a 6-year-old. Like, why can't you play together? You know what I mean? You can't explain that to them because they're not going to comprehend it. At least, I don't think she would comprehend it. You know, I'm not saying she's dumb or anything, but they're not going to understand the whole technical side, business side. I guess like we would understand it. But it's kind of hard to explain that to a 5 or 6-year-old that, yeah, you can't play a game with them, even though they're looking at it with you at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. Sony's being real petty about it, saying that, well, Microsoft, I guess Sony wanted to do it last gen, they didn't want to do it, and now they're just returning the favor. You know, I believe in karma, and Sony's gonna have some troubles next year, I think. You know, granted, they're on top of the roll in terms of selling consoles this generation, but, you know, Microsoft might come around next generation, and not to mention some game developers might try to force the whole crossplay, you know, idea or the feature on Sony, you know, and going forward. Who knows? I really don't know that part of it. And to go over what Rodrigo's saying about like the stock and all that, and you know, market share. Me as a gamer, I don't care about that stuff. Once I start caring about Sony's bottom line, I'm no longer a gamer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about Sony's bottom line, Microsoft, Nintendo. I want to play games with people I know. My brother and his nephew, they play on Xbox, but I play on PC, so I can play with them on Fortnite. But if I'm on a PS4 playing Fortnite, I can't play with them because Sony doesn't want to crossplay with somebody else. It's like, to me, that just doesn't make any sense. I've been wanting to crossplay for quite a while, you know, and I don't understand why it's not a thing today. It's like, if I could get my phone and call you, Chase, or anybody here from a different carrier, why can't I play a game with anybody else from a different console? Like, it does, like the whole concept to me doesn't make any sense. Like, why is not a standard today? I think it'd be better for developers and for Xbox, Sony, and Microsoft, or Nintendo and Microsoft, because if they allow it, right, and people are all afraid about the market share and such, wouldn't this make Sony or Microsoft and Nintendo, you know, focus on the first party games and have them focus on making better first party games, therefore they can sell more consoles that way?
Yeah, and that's what I agree with. Yeah,
and that's why it wouldn't have any effect on the market share, because it's not like this would just give Microsoft any first party games.
Well, I think Rodrigo was just saying that's possibly why he was saying. I don't think.
Well, I mean, we 100% don't know the exact reason, but I really want to go off of what Jay got said, because it's very important. We have to really look at it now. I mean, not even from a gamer's perspective, but like from more of like regular consumers as well as like corporate. I do believe in this whole karma shit with PlayStation, simply because we see that they're the top selling lead right now with their consoles, the most fan player base or whatever. But how I see this turning around is going to end up becoming, because now it's where the developers are looking at it like, wait, we'll rather be exclusive to the platform that has the most fan base because we could probably project more sales. And I see it now like in the future, they're probably going to look at it like this can lower cost of development if you add crossplay, because what's going to happen is now that adds longevity to our games. Therefore, we wouldn't have to put out this almost a 1.5 of our product like Division 2 or something like that just the next year, the next couple of years. And just for it not to sound confusing, the fact that Microsoft and Nintendo even started collaborating in this kind of whole thing with PC makes it so consumer friendly. And I feel like it's going to be also friendly in the sense for developers, so that when they make their games, they're going to be like, you know what, we'll rather be partnered with Microsoft then. And if we do take a hit in sales, we feel like we'll benefit more. Whereas with PlayStation, of course, they got the larger fan base, and I think that's where it's going to hit them. And I'm
not to mention, next generation, it all resets. So everybody's at zero. You know what I mean?
And that could be, it could be
next year, next 2 years.
It could be next year. We really
not necessarily. It doesn't all reset though.
Yeah, it does.
No, games are being developed right now for next gen consoles.
All resets.
They're ready developing games right now for this.
Because you can still build off of, for instance, what I mean by it doesn't necessarily reset. You can still build off of the games and first place that you established in this generation.
So look, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the consensus of this is we not really too worried about crossplay. Like as this unit right here, we're really worried about our accounts being able to be used on Xbox, right?
That's more than anything. Yeah.
That's more than anything because of the money we put in to those accounts. Yeah. So wouldn't it be right for us to use like our contacts or whoever we can get in touch with that got contacts to say, hey, instead of, I know Sony, you've been a bitch about it, but Fortnite, Epic Games, I need you guys to take control of this to say we need our accounts.
How is a regular casual gamer going to do that?
Well, he's not saying
that, but I'm saying
like I'm talking about us.
He's saying on behalf of the community.
Yeah, I'm saying that on behalf of the consensus, like everyone who.
Well, it's the thing.
They know that. I was talking about us, like us as
people
us people.
Already, Sony came out and they said something about it.
I didn't say anything really.
I thought, well, what they said, it was basically nothing. But they said they are aware of what people are saying. They didn't just not say anything at all. They at least acknowledged what people were saying.
Yeah, true.
So what it comes down to is outside. Like I don't want to get into like the money conversation because that's not what we're here for. We're here to just make sure we get the best experience possible and we get to play as with as many of our friends as we can. So that's my whole thing about crossplay has nothing to do with money, market share, developers losing money. I'm just talking about the ability for me to play a game with more people and for a game to live longer than than the life cycle that they have right now due to people leaving the games. So like a lot of times I had this conversation, people can't come up with a single drawback as a gamer that you would get from crossplay. But there are so many advantages of crossplay, but there's not a single. How does it will never hurt us for us to be able to play with people from other platforms or for our accounts to not get blocked. Last generation, Modern Warfare 3 had that Call of Duty account. If Activision was able to let us have our accounts, it wasn't crossplay, but our accounts, our players that we leveled up on Modern Warfare 3. If you got on your Xbox, that character was going to still be there. I played primarily on PS3, but I bought an Xbox 360 mid-gen. And when I got on Modern Warfare 3, I signed into my Call of Duty account, and there it was right there. Nobody was blocking those characters. See, the problem is, as gamers, we end up, because a lot of us own multiple platforms, and now we have to buy 2 copies of a game and level up the characters the same way. When you have cross-play or an account like Epic, or the Rockstar account, then you only need to buy the game one time. Or if you do have to buy it twice, you can still maintain all the stuff that you've done with that character. And I think we deserve to be able to buy the game, even if it's twice, but still have all of our progress on there. If you bought Destiny on PC and on PS4, you should be able to have one account that you're able to use that character on. You shouldn't have to go and level these people up because one company out of all the companies is deciding to block it. I don't care. That last gen stuff is whack. That's petty, and that was last gen. That was so long ago. So much has happened on the game.
Bro, I'm still trying to like get it in my mind. How the hell did Sony say we're gonna block this account from being used anywhere? Like, how did they do that?
I don't even know how they did it.
Account?
You got to remember though, the game. Yeah, Jake, I think you probably better.
What makes it worse is that there's no warning sign anywhere, like on Sony's side or Epic's side, like saying if you do this, it's gonna lock it. That to me, that's even more fucked up. Like they didn't warn anybody.
It'll lock the account to the point where you can't use it ever again.
You can't use it on Xbox
You can't use it on Xbox or
Nintendo.
Okay, so you can't use it on Xbox and Nintendo.
Only on
but how did Sony? But hold on, wait, I'm not done. How did Sony say the account you made on Epic Games, as soon as you signed in on PlayStation, we automatically own that hoe? Like, how did they even do that?
They didn't. That's what we're saying. It's just.
So how is Epic Games not suing them right now?
No, they can't sue them. All right, so I'll put it like this, just to make it super, because this is the only thing I would try to say, like, as far as what I know. Say you have a game card and it's free, and you're like, we need possibly generate some, some sales through microtransactions. Do we have any platforms we could put this on? Since you're a free-to-play game, you're gonna have to throw it on a platform, and you look for PlayStation, but PlayStation has their own set of policies and rules. Now, if Epic Games wants to, which I'm pretty sure they're never going to do this anytime soon, PlayStation, excuse the noise, but PlayStation could say, oh, by the way, no. We don't want this cross-playing. What Epic Games is going to do? Oh, really? So we're just going to, we're removing this game from your store? Hell no. You know how much money exactly.
They leave them
so they're screwed.
Okay.
So they're pretty much screwed.
The thing about it is
so that clause inside the contract, that one.
We don't know if there's a clause.
I
think you can do what you please on your network. Your only responsibility is to put it on your platform and to let the players access it on your platform. The rest of that that's up to Sony and Microsoft whether or not they want to open that up for other people. I don't think that's something they have to do.
So I mean, God forbid, but if Ninja said, you know what, guys, I'm gonna try out. First, I'm gonna do PS4 this month. Next one, I'm gonna do Xbox. It ain't getting done.
Also, to add to the Fortnite thing,
right? Am I right? If he uses his Ninja account, am I right? That's the same shit, right?
What?
Because he's on PC. So if he says, all right, guys, I'm gonna go try out consoles to see if I can beast over there, and you go to PS4 first. As soon as you try Xbox, it's done.
Oh yeah. Once you play that account, that brand new account on PlayStation, you can no longer sign into that account on like your Xbox or your PC. Oh no, PC yes, but on your Xbox and Nintendo, no.
Yeah.
That's a GG. So when I get home, I gotta create a new.
Basically, all your skins, you look like a no skin.
All your money spent is not going to be a part of your.
Well, luckily, I didn't really spend any money. Just the battle passes. I think I purchased 2 or 3 of them. So
go ahead and buy 2 or 3 more.
I mean, I'm going to have to because PS4 won't let me use my account.
like right quick before, I don't want to keep going on the thing.
Yeah, we're going to move on after this cut.
Yeah, so like the whole thing with the money thing, the only thing I'll say is this. I have a buddy at work that plays Fortnite as well, right? And he heard about it, the whole thing about Sony locking people out. And I consider this guy a casual gamer, It's not to put him down or anything, but he's just a casual gamer. But he asked me, like, what can he do to not to buy skins and the battle pass, but not give Sony any money for it? So I was like, well, you can buy all the stuff from your phone, which goes directly to Epic. Therefore, you're not paying Sony anything. I go, everything still transfers over. You know what I mean? Like your skins and all that stuff. But the V-Bucks don't show up on the console though. So like if I buy stuff on my Epic account on my PC, like I say I have like 900 V-Bucks in there, right? Well, if I log into PlayStation, the 900 V-Bucks doesn't show up. That's why Sony. The other reason why Sony is probably locking stuff down, because every time you buy something like the V-Bucks on their console, they get a cut of that. They get a cut of that money. It's 3% or whatever it is. They get a cut of it. So as gamers, if you really want to try to, I guess stick it to them or whatever, just don't purchase things on their console. Purchase it elsewhere, and then just do all the stuff on that. And then you can still play, of course, on their console though. Is it a workaround? Yeah. Is it a nuisance? Maybe. But it's to drive a point. Granted, you'll just maybe 0.1% of the people that's doing it though, but it's something though. So
now we starting a rebellion, guys.
Hey. No, I mean,
I just feel like it's a kick in the ass. You know what I'm saying, to be honest. But I mean, how many of us are really going to be able to have time to do all these workarounds and stuff like that? I just feel like honestly, we should start a a petition and pray to Sony that they change.
Carter, if you don't want to give a company your money, then already you're willing to do the workaround then. So
I mean, honestly, as far as like giving the company your money,
like I said, my friend, he asked me, and I told him, hey, this is what you can do. And he's like, yeah, I'll do that. So he's willing to do the workaround to not give Sony $1. So it's all up to somebody's mentality. If they don't want to give somebody $1, they'll do a workaround to not give them that $1. You know,
I ain't really gave Sony much money in a minute. I mean, I'd be pretty.
Yo, you're talking. No audio.
Hey, my bad. I'm shaking up.
No, it's just that he was talking on the audio.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Well, I mean, I get Amazon credit, but isn't that still giving if you PlayStation Store points and all that stuff? The same shit, right?
I mean, I just saying, man. Like, if somebody's giving you money to use it that way, that's different or whatever. But I'm just saying that's what my friend had asked me, and that's the resolution I gave him. And
look, just go through your mobile phone. Hey guys, mobile phone.
Yo, listen, can we just agree? The biggest shocker, in my opinion, was the fact that Nintendo and Microsoft was linking up on this shit. Like that doesn't bug anybody out. Like that definitely caught me off guard. Like it was Minecraft at first that I was like, oh shit, Master Chief is gonna come to the thing, little Minecraft crap, whatever. But just the fact that I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm not surprised that Nintendo's doing crossplay. I'm surprised they're doing it with Microsoft.
That's the
two Japanese countries.
I'm surprised they're doing crossplay. Period. Nintendo.
So when Fallout 76 comes out, Sony
blocked it
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the developer said it.
So,
I mean, at some point, this is gonna hurt Sony more, especially because Nintendo and Microsoft are allowing it.
They're gonna come around. It's gonna
take a couple games.
They can't continue to do this, and obviously, gaming it becomes more and more social each gen. So like, you know, PlayStation even had party chat last gen and all that kind of stuff, but now it's different. Like you got all these people with Discord communities and all of that stuff. Having crossplay would be dope, man, for real. Oh, and by the way, Nintendo, they shouldn't even be asking and complaining about crossplay when they ain't even got a proper chat and messaging system on their console, yo.
Yo, you know there's chat inside the Nintendo Switch on Fortnite game?
Yeah, there is.
That's crazy. So that is possible. They just didn't add this shit.
Yeah,
that ain't a proper chat though.
No, but it just bugs me out that it's available, but you can't have a regular application to chat with people.
Yo, can you hook up your AirPods to the Switch?
Yeah, yes, you could.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, like Nintendo. See, they're joining in with like, yo, yeah, Sony, they blocking us too, and they don't want us. Like, yo, do y'all have chat? Shut up! You ain't got chat.
What they gotta do with crossplay?
No, it just
crossplay. They need that. What you mean? They're worried about people being able to get the most out of their games and get all the social stuff out of the games, but you ain't got chat on your game.
So do you think honestly that it's I wouldn't call it a gimmick, but a way to sell more consoles? Because of the whole, like, oh, you get to play with other people type of vibe. No. Because think about it. We already know Sony's at the top of the list, right? So if Sony pulling these stuff out and he's saying, well, we don't want to work with y'all, that's deaded. But everybody else is trying to build up their communities. I guess crossplay works for everybody else.
It works for us. It might not work for
crossplay helps the developers, too, for longevity purposes with their games. There's certain games that are dead on certain platforms. And it's just like... I'm gonna use Lawbreakers, yo. What if Lawbreakers was
Y'all, that's not an example. That shit still be dead, fam.
That
shit dead as hell.
All right, yo. What about Black Ops 3 on PC? If I was like, yo, jump on your PC, we'll invite you. We on the PS4 right now. That dude can have mad fun because there's so many people on that shit.
You brought up Call of Duty.
They said Gears of War 4 actually is striving because of that.
There you go.
Yeah. You don't run into the same people anymore now because you're able to crossplay. Thank God.
Look, they got. You could buy. I think you could have bought World War II on the Xbox store, the Windows store, and then Steam, and it was separate communities. Like that should never happen. Where you have on it's all on PC, but even on the PC itself, there's two different platforms that you can play it on, and those people don't play together. That is trash.
Oh, wait, this was the question I have for you guys.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they the PC community did speak out about that. I don't know what happened, what the resolution was. I don't know if they fixed it or just the game down in general.
I don't. Go ahead, Ricky.
I have a question for you guys. Because we know Microsoft is very software and hardware savvy. They got that whole shit down packed. They were able to get you to change your gamer tags, pay $10. It was not a problem. PlayStation has always been more hardware than versus like their software. That's why they've been delayed with last year with their voice chat capabilities, their videos, with you using certain video software, or even with your webcams. Now, would you guys like maybe agree that there's probably also something bigger than just the whole money and fan base thing, where maybe even as far as software wise, Sony they may have to actually go back in and probably get their software engineers to try to fix up some stuff to even get it cross-playable with Xbox?
No, I told you. They accidentally turned it on last year. They accidentally turned on cross-play on Fortnite in September of 2017, and then they seen what they did and turned it off. So
I always try to ask it because I always try to see if there's other reasons. But I know this one I clearly see like it seemed like some bougie-ass shit. But yeah, I was just trying to see.
Wasn't fucking with us last gen. If you wasn't with us then, you ain't with. Like, man, get out of here, bro. I think the services offered on PlayStation and Xbox are, good enough from each that we can have crossplay. But whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, we got
PlayStation Internet still kind of ass though.
Let me read these donations that came in like 30 minutes ago, but we've been so engaged in this conversation. Shout out to Sail Away Tonight. PlayStation come catch this fade for not having crossplay. I think I read that already. Jerome Parker Jr. said, been here since God of War. I feel like I read that too, but thank you, bro. Dante Hill, been here since mic quality like Carter's.
I'm back.
Ortega said, my beast is better than Metro. Shit. Simba said he got an Xbox One. When y'all gonna let me in the video when Sony enable crossplay, bro.
Damn.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
That's the new one, Pigs Fly.
Thank you, Simba.
It's never happened.
That might be. Eyes Night, Dove, Stitcher, he needed to get dealt with Ombre. ODZQ needed to even out my bank account. GMG GOAT. Thank you, bro. $4.24 exactly. Jerry said you can earn V-Bucks by playing Save the World mode. That is true. I do have that mode.
Yeah, you got.
That's getting ready to be free for everybody too, right?
Yeah, but you better get in there because I got that money if you can.
Okay.
How I get V-Bucks on that mode though?
You gotta play.
Yeah, dude. There's like a lot of missions and stuff you can do.
A lot of missions and challenges.
Carnage Weightlifting, that homie's always here. Thank y'all for another live. You got snacks for these long ass lives. Hey. Cheetah Lee, he's upgrading to a 1060 from a 1060 to a 1080. Nice. It's $550 worth it, or should he just pay his rent? I mostly game.
Yep.
I would say wait for now, man.
I would wait for any. For not any, but for most PC upgrades, I would kind of wait to see what's
so expensive
happening
right now, bro.
Well, that but next gen, we don't know what the time frame is. You don't want to buy that and then feel like you need to upgrade again to be on par with the next consoles. Even though what you buy is gonna probably be better, but I don't know. That's kind of that's my thinking. I was gonna build a new PC, but I decided I'll wait till the new consoles come out. And Dante said I should play some more scary games. Yo, I realized there ain't no scary games. There's not any scary games that really came out this year. I mean, like, I don't mean like the little Steam games. I mean like the.
Yo, didn't Prey come out, yo?
Hey, yo, come on, man.
What?
Yo, come on, man. Hey, yo, real quick,
Ricky
though,
like Prey.
Bruh, The Crew 2. How do you release the game without multiplayer?
What?
There's no PvP until winter.
Isn't a game based on being online?
No, it's PvE with your online names of your friends. Oh, with like fake AI.
What? Like the first Crew came out and they got a ton of community feedback. I'm like, okay, Ubisoft sequels are usually much better than the first, so I'm like, all right, they're probably gonna fix this up. All right, cool. So the second one comes out and it is no PvP until winter. Like,
what's up with Ubisoft putting out betas and they fixing their game?
I don't know why. It's like
I told ya.
I don't know. Like they release a lot of games, so it's not like that's their only game that they're putting out.
I told ya.
But they have, dude.
Y'all want Division 2 PvE until winter? Yeah, told ya.
Like, their track record is so awkward because it's not even like their games stay trash, but they come out trash and then something happens.
They make them much better with all the patches and updates, but like they sometimes release them like that. I don't understand why they did that.
Maybe they got like some type of deadline that they have to meet to make like certain quotas of money or something, so they got to release it.
That's exactly why. No, that's exactly why. I understand that. That's probably the only reason why we see any of the games come out when they come out is because they got people to answer to, shareholders and all of that stuff. But like PvP, no PvP, like that's whatever. Anyway.
So do you not understand? They promoted this whole game of PvE, playing with your friends, for when the game came out. Oh, y'all gonna be able to run with AI that has like iPod King Carter and XChaseMoney on it, but they ain't gonna be really them. Like,
see, but there's a new Forza dropping, right?
Hey, bro, that shit look
fire. You might as well play that because the Forza dope. Like
that shit look fire.
They actually have a system where they record or they pick up people's tendencies in the way they play. So when you're actually offline, you still have some of the same experiences when you're playing against some of that AI, because they know how you play or they know how the people that you play against play. So like they have that kind of stuff. And then Ubisoft forgot PvP. It's amazing. Anyway,
how do you forget a PvP in a game that's like only supposed to be PvP though?
That's how it felt like it should only be PvP. But look, bow. Xbox with the exclusives. Look, Xbox always got these hot exclusives. It's just they always controllers. This right here is the new sports-themed Xbox One controller. This is called the Sport White Special Edition Xbox Pro controller. This is
that controller has such a long name. Yo, what
you can't even force it, bro.
Bro, it look like Titanfall 2's controller.
What game is this based off?
It ain't. It just says it's for sports games. Like y'all not respecting the exclusives. They always got it.
This is the best exclusive Microsoft had in like the last 2 years.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. What sports game for that matter? Color.
That's for all sports games. Like FIFA. You know what I'm saying? Somebody think I'm serious about the excitement for the controller, and I'm really not.
Bro, this look like a Bungie controller hotkey, bro. This look like a Bungie controller.
Kind of do actually. I could see
like don't this look like a hunter? Like the background. That's what it is. Like the background was like the hunters. Yeah, like Destiny. Like what was that? The Hunter's Veil joint or whatever, the hoodie that they wear. And the Titan mark and all that shit.
Man, this shit look like Halo 5's exclusive controller, dog.
It did like Halo 5. I wasn't thinking Destiny. I don't know what that game is.
You sure, bro? Bro, the Titan marks, bro. The marks or the hunters.
I know you're talking about the symbol. I know you're talking about the symbol.
Yeah, this shit look just like that, bro.
People love the Elite controller. Why don't y'all just stick with that and just work on y'all next project? I mean,
why don't Microsoft just not make consoles and just make controllers for Sony?
Yo, listen. Let me put this in here.
Because if Microsoft console go away, we all gonna get screwed. I do not want Sony just being able to have free reign.
Yo, fellas, can y'all look at this? Does this look any crazy different? Look, come on, man, cut that shit out.
He called it the X3 controller, yo. That dude look like.
Yeah, why don't you? Hey, yo, hold up. Hey, yo, put this on stream, Jace.
Well, yeah, any different, bro? Really? Like, there's nothing that drastically like different, bro.
How do you?
Yeah, put that on stream, bro. Copy
I mean, it's a different color, but
no, it's different color. But like their pattern designs are not. They're not that unique.
How much is so? How much is this controller? That
$65.
So
wait, that's only 65? I thought it'd be like 100 or something.
All right, so we have that, and then there's the one Ricky just linked, which is this.
Wasn't the Gears of War Elite controller like 150?
Yeah, this is brother.
It was the Elite controller skinned over. That's why.
Oh.
They gotta chill out.
They're not that far apart.
The controller enables crossplay.
I know, I saw that too.
I mean, controllers is dope, but like when you're putting these out, and then there's like enough of your exclusives coming out, this isn't really what I want to see from them. Sony, they put out. Did they put out any new controllers? They probably should have.
No. They did. Yeah.
I think they put out an updated version of the PS4 controller. Because I ain't gonna lie.
They got like a PS4 Pro controller that came out.
Them analogs on the original PS4 controller, trash because they always rubbed off.
Yeah, they always rubbed off.
Hey, King, but Ori did the newest controller, so Sony kind of licensed it out to somebody else. The Ori did it, and Scuffs.
Look, listen, Sony only does like solid colors. They just released their gunmetal and a few others, but they're really solid. Like this is the best controller
that
that
Xbox ever made. Thieves controller?
I love that one. That one's like the hottest one.
That's fake, right? They actually made a controller for real.
Hey, that controller clean. I like that.
That controller looks fire, but why did they make a controller for?
Let me put this on screen real quick. I like this.
They were promoting that game. What you mean?
This hot.
That controller actually looks fire.
This is hot.
Yeah, man.
See, it's just like a dope paint job, which you can pretty much get like kind of anywhere at this point.
Y'all see those custom controllers from like Controller Cast and all those controller sites?
Now Chase mentioned a controller website before, but I don't remember. I don't recall.
There it is.
I know a bunch of controller sites.
I like that. It made it. The controller looks a little funny because it's stretched out on the screen, but I like that. That's hot. That's hot.
Hey, you know what's next,
Chase,
right?
I just sent you.
You sent me what?
Look at that shit. Tell me that's not a better sports controller. I just sent you.
Yeah, like look at those. They're better. They're better designed.
They look better. That's what I'm saying. You can go to very many places if you just want a controller that looks clean. There's a lot of different places you can go to get that. So I don't.
You can make your own.
Yeah.
You can make your own.
Like coming out for controllers.
I could get my logo put on the controller.
RGB controllers are gonna be next.
I had somebody
them are going to die. So
it's gonna be next. It's the rave on PC.
Hey, I like that. I'll get one of those. I'll pay for that.
What kind of controller?
RGB?
Would you say RGB?
Yeah.
I'll pay for that.
Lights up.
I need more smart controllers for like smart triggers and stuff.
I seen somebody tweet it out. You ever see somebody poll on Twitter? You like, why are you asking this, bro? Like when the answer is obvious. He said, "Do you prefer controllers with recharge? Do you prefer controllers with batteries, or do you prefer controllers that are rechargeable?"
Yeah, why would you ask that? Batteries.
Why would you ask that? Why would
because some people
why wouldn't you want
somebody grandmom just stock up on batteries, bro? You know.
Yo, I got a gang of batteries. I don't want to use them on my controllers.
Wait, y'all telling me y'all like the rechargeable controllers? Y'all don't fuck with the batteries?
I try to save the planet.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, bro, them wires, man. That thing, your chair, you gotta buy a new wire every 10 minutes, bro.
You need some batteries for your headsets.
Hold on, first of all, we've been streaming how long, and my AirPods have died this entire time.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good, though.
Just saying.
But
Apple
yeah,
God.
I prefer the batteries, AA.
I'd rather use.
He said he couldn't hear me.
I feel like that's a dumbass question for somebody to ask. Batteries versus rechargeable. Who would ever choose to buy batteries?
I don't know, but PlayStation's controllers are ass for that.
Yo, PlayStation controller battery, like PS3, that thing lasted like a month. PS4, 2 hours.
Every stream.
2 hours, my G.
My D?
Whoa.
Yeah, my D, 2 hours. Yeah, bro.
You said my D first, dog.
I said it.
You did.
Like every time I'm playing, battery, your controller is low. Like it. I got 3 PS4 controllers, and they all in rotation because that's how fast the battery is.
That's crazy. Do you know what controller actually lasts pretty long? The Switch Pro controller. It's actually pretty good.
You know what lasts long, bro? The standard PlayStation 4 controller. Not anything
that don't last
modded or none of that. Yes, it do.
The PS4 controller?
I don't.
My joint lasts probably like 6 sessions, bro.
Shit.
Like 6 sessions.
That's bad that you just said six sessions. How many hours?
Your PlayStation controller lasts 6. He didn't say 6 hours. He said 6 sessions. That's 12 hours. Yo, send me an Amazon link so I can buy one.
Yeah, there's no way, dog.
There's no Amazon link. It came with my Pro.
Bro, they purposely revamped. Yo, my Pro control, my PlayStation 4 Pro controller, dead.
I don't know. My nephew's playing with my PS.
Yo, my homie stole my Pro controller and gave me his regular PlayStation controller. Yo,
so got him.
Yeah, he got me. That shit lasts 30 minutes.
All right, let's move on to the next conversation. So y'all know EA is notorious for opening up studios, having them work on games, and then saying, you know what, cancel that shit.
Nah, I don't know. I love you.
So, the lady, one of the people, very important. She was over at Naughty Dog. Her name is Amy Hennig. She was able to. She left, and then she was working on her own Star Wars game for Visceral. The Visceral also did Battlefield Hardline and Dead Space, right?
And did it Dante's Inferno?
Dante's Inferno. Okay, so she was over there, and she was given the task of a new Star Wars game, which got canceled. Now she said she doesn't fault EA for their decision, but she did say that single-player games are not really sustainable these days.
It's hurtful.
Yeah.
You say that too?
She want another job. That's why she said that.
It's hurtful, not EA.
I don't like that sentiment, and that's not the first time that we've heard that, and it's certainly not the last time we've heard that.
I mean, that's kind of a different statement than Phil Spencer's statement, though.
I'm not just saying Phil Spencer's statement. I've seen people, more specifically Xbox, not like Xbox fans, but Xbox like weirdos. You know what I'm saying? You know, that basically have said that single player games are not really a thing that's, you know,
so
they're just not important.
I mean,
because
I feel like
I feel like every game should have some type of online variation.
Should they though? Because then it'll be tacked
on. I'm not done. Damn, Chase. It would be dope to have that nostalgic like feel of like a solo game. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in grind and story mode only. But I mean, you know, everybody like once you get done playing a story mode game, you want to play online. Think about it. Like,
no,
I didn't want to get on and play God of War online. I didn't want to get on and play Neo online. I didn't want to play Breath of the Wild or Quantum Break online. Some games just should not have a multiplayer because it's trash. Not the game.
Do you agree with Last of Us then?
But not the Last of Us is different. It didn't feel tacked on. It felt like a complete multiplayer experience. We've seen games like Tomb Raider who had online.
Assassin's Creed
online, where it's like y'all didn't need this. Y'all could have took these resources, put more into the story, and gave us a better product. But y'all felt y'all needed multiplayer.
Homefront: The Revolution.
But
that's just all around garbage, bro. I don't even know why you just did that, bro.
I don't think she was saying that multiplayer or single player games aren't important. She said they aren't as sustainable, which I kind of agree with. It's kind of hard to keep a single player game fresh compared to like a Fortnite or like a Destiny or a Division.
Unless you have an established game, like I'll be honest with you, God of War got lucky with this. And the reason why I say that's because. All right, so the reason why I say that is because if you think about it, Ascension was probably the one that we would say, all right, we throw that one, we toss that one out. But already with like 4 to 5 games out, if this game would have been exactly like the previous one, who knows how it would have been perceived, right, or received to us. But for them to change that whole scheme, how that game looks and plays in the storyline, that shit ended up being amazing.
I don't think they had to do that to get people to buy it. If you asking me personally, I think people would have bought it regardless.
But it was a great move like that Santa Monica did. It was like one of those things that it was. That's what I'm saying. So I think they future-proofed their game because now people want to see another set of storylines for that game. It doesn't always work.
Is Detroit Become Human still relevant?
Detroit Become Human?
Games aren't normally relevant after about 4 to 6 weeks anyway, and that's at the most single player. Nobody's talking about God of War and Horizon and Detroit. But I understand what you're saying, but the thing is, those experiences you only get from single player. Multiplayer is good, but there's so many of them that like there's only a few of them out of the many that flourish anyway.
But it's hard to make money from something that you can't sustain, and that's what these companies are looking for.
I understand. I mean, if she's talking about purely revenue, from a revenue standpoint, yes, it is hard for you to continue to make money with a single player game after the game is out and after the person beats it. That's true. That is absolute. That's not. If anybody think that's not true, they just don't want to. They're not listening to what she's saying. Here's
my thing though. With a single player game, if you are lucky to not, and I'm only gonna say Rockstar, even though they have multiplayer, but if say like you have a popular franchise like a Grand Theft Auto, or if you have like a God of War, that you're able to generate that much sales, like a Black Panther movie, which generated so much sales, like the revenue that it made. But with multiplayer, it kind of works out because you have a long period stretch to where if you're dropping content, they can make money off of it.
You have a season. I would say you get like multiplayers get a quarter.
All right, so when they open up that studio, right? If they say we're coming out with a regular single player game, but it's going to be immersive, it's going to give you free roam, big world, and you're not making no money after the initial purchase. And you don't want to go the route of having in-game purchases for a single-player mode.
Shadow War.
It's a GG. Like, think about it. Plus, you think they're gonna funnel a lot of money behind that anyway?
Yes, they're gonna funnel money. That's the cost of business. You make a lot of your money in multiplayer.
The Witcher 3 definitely did that.
In single player, you're not gonna make the multiplayer money, but that you have to spend that money on the single player experience to get more people onto your platform. When we watch E3. Yeah, we look at a lot of multiplayers, but a lot of that stuff that people get excited for are exclusives that are primarily single player, with the exception of like the Gears and the Halos and stuff. But Sony, they don't put out multiplayer games anymore. Where's Resistance? Where's their games like that? And Killzone. They're putting out the games that they know that their fans are going to enjoy, and we might take a hit on that. I think that's what single player is about. You may need to take a little bit of a hit financially because you can't
for the first installment.
For all of them,
for the first week or like so. What we
first week? What?
That's single player. The companies got spoiled when the microtransactions came in like 2007 or 8 on consoles. That's what happened. Before that, nobody had that mindset that single player games were sustainable. But now they see EA making hundreds of millions of dollars in microtransactions. So now they're saying that the games are sustainable. You didn't say that before you saw that, but you see the amount of money they're making. So now it's a different conversation.
I think there's a different mindset, though. What were you going to say, though?
I was going to say EA used to throw out like Force Unleashed and all these other Star Wars games all the time. Just single player games out of nowhere.
Yeah,
but that was in old times, right? You know what I'm saying?
You said EA?
Yeah, with like Force Unleashed. Didn't they make? Wait, no, they didn't make a Force Unleashed.
I don't think that was them. But they had Mass Effect. Mass Effect is probably a better example.
Mass Effect is a better example.
EA. So if we looked up, let's look up EA. I'm gonna just look up EA single player games, and this will tell us.
I just think we in a time now where if you're bringing out a multiplayer with single player or just multiplayer, I think their stretch goals are different than just a single player.
Dragon Age.
Oh yeah, Dead Space,
Mirror's
Dragon
Edge 1 and 2.
Yeah.
The Sims. Let's not forget the Sims. That's not multiplayer, but they
put
out a whole transactions
bunch of whole bunch of expansions.
That's one of the best games to ever release, yo.
Damn, I'm mad. I said Force Unleashed.
No, because they did make a Star Wars game. No, but didn't EA make a Star Wars game?
I think they did.
Yeah, they made several. Yeah, they made Star Wars, the old Battlefront.
Don't get me. Oh yeah, they got Battlefront.
And they made the new ones. So.
I don't know if they did the old ones.
Yeah, they didn't.
They did Star Wars Battlefront too, didn't they?
Didn't they do the old Star Wars Battlefront?
He's saying the old ones that's not Battlefront. I don't think
that in 2000. The old ones that's not Battlefront.
Yeah,
I don't think they did.
Oh, okay.
I did not know EA was responsible for Left 4 Dead, by the way.
Huh? I thought that was Valve. That's Valve.
Hey, fellas, I gotta.
They probably
Carter, you gotta go.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Go.
Hey guys, I love you. Yeah. I got a rule.
Well, you
but I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, bro. Get some sleep.
No, it's no sleep. I gotta go to Summer League game. Trey Young about to play.
Something like. Okay, this was listed under.
Tell him I said road game.
Sorry, Carter.
Why is this listed?
Yo!
Total disrespect. You should just. Okay.
Wait, this and Half-Life is listed as EA when both of those are.
Yeah, that's Valve. Straight Valve.
Okay, so I think it's safe to say that EA is not really interested in putting out a whole lot of single-player games right now anyway. I mean, Dead Space, that studio got closed that did that. We haven't seen a Dragon Age in since what, 14, 13?
Yeah, since like 14. Mass Effect Andromeda basically got cut to make Anthem.
Mass Effect didn't do so well. Well, at least critically. I don't know how it did sell wise. Like they I don't know. Guys,
we need to make a Dead Space 4.
Or he got up.
He's here. I think he muted himself or something.
I'm right here.
Wait, you know what? Let me fix it.
Hey man, put me back.
There you go. I'm sorry. They just trolled Carter. They oh man. Anyway, so single player, people keep saying single player games are going to die. I hope not, because
I don't think hell no. I don't think they're ever going to die.
Will.
Look at all the games that you really, really, really remember and really enjoy, and then compare that to the multiplayer. It's such a small amount compared to the single player games. Go ahead, Doug.
If no one makes single player games, Nintendo will always make single player games.
Exactly.
So I know it'll never die.
They never talk like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of all they have, but that's beside the point.
I mean, Splatoon is pretty popular.
Splatoon is
Smash Brothers.
Is
they got Splatoon and Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I mean when I said all they have, it's
I just don't think single player is gonna die.
It's like 99.9% of what they have.
Can we just agree that certain? Can we just agree that certain companies just make better single players than others? Like, and I just think like
make
at this
or
point,
publish.
Right? Because the studio, it depends on studio. So
Yeah.
I would say the studios that publish single player games for EA, I guess, aren't as what they live up to now. I mean, we see BioWare is making which game again? They're making a new game. Anthem. We don't know how that game is going to be received, but it is kind of multiplayer.
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun. Personally.
Well, I heard from GI, shout out to GI, they said that shit was extremely difficult and challenging. So.
That's what I like to hear. Shout out to GI.
Is that supposed to be a bad thing?
No, that's a good thing. No, that kind of brings more of like, we may not just get like a generic looking like Division kind of game where AI is kind of trash.
Yeah, but what's
no, the fact that Anthem is extremely challenging and difficult, like that's good.
Oh no, that's great. That's awesome. But I'm kind of worried about Anthem though, because
I'm worried too. Like, how long are you gonna keep putting out content for raids and shit? Like no multiplayer?
That too, and BioWare. This is BioWare's first game like this for the most part, right?
Didn't BioWare make several others? Hold on.
No, I'm talking about like Anthem specifically, where it's like a shared world. You have a multiple like a massive multiplayer online game. Well, it's not really a MMO, but
to me, Anthem has a lot to prove. I mean, it'll probably sell regardless, though. But when I look at Warframe and look at Anthem, I'm like, Warframe's doing quite a bit. And
Warframe has gotten
it's doing a lot in that space of air combat, space combat. Well, I don't know. I think Anthem. I don't know if Anthem's going outer space or not, but they're doing quite a bit. You know what I mean?
Warframe, out of the games like that, like out of like Destiny, Division, Warframe, Anthem, Warframe is probably the low key. It goes under the radar, but it's probably the best out of all of those games.
Yep. You see,
and it changes the most.
Did you see the latest trailer they had for the expansion they're doing?
I didn't even know there was a latest trailer for. I haven't played that game in a while.
Like, I'll just briefly, I'll go over it. They have of course they have space battles though, but like you can go in as a team and you're aboard your ship. Like say you're flying the ship, I'm on the ship with you, right? Yep. I can go out, I can fly out my Arcwing to somebody else's ship, infiltrate the ship, and take over the ship that way. Like they're doing a lot of things. I guess kind of like more like mix between Star Citizen, I guess you want to say.
What game are you talking about?
Warframe. Yeah, I'm about to play Warframe more.
I had it downloaded.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, like the game's free. It's one of those things. I think that their model's the same as Fortnite's, like in terms of like what you get. You can grind it out or whatever. But I don't know. I think Anthem. I want to see more about it. Like what's like the story behind it and things like that. It looks nice, but I need to play a beta or something.
I don't trust. Well, like Destiny and Division kind of ruined my feel with all of those games.
Why though?
So for I'm going to talk about Destiny mainly because I didn't even like fully play Division for the most part. That was just too much. But Destiny, it started off so well, but they couldn't improve on certain aspects of the game as well as keep aspects that they did well, like their multiplayer, like their raids. They couldn't keep those up. So they improved on the story a little bit, but they ruined everything else, it felt like, in order to improve the story. So it didn't seem like they knew how to keep up that large scale of a game. And I felt like Bungie's a great dev team, and Activision has all the money in the world. So if they couldn't do it, I'm like, who's going to be able to keep up a game scaled like that?
I understand what you're saying. Battlefront 2, how did that do?
Ass. They even apologized.
Didn't they sell well though?
I mean, the very beginning, but that shit. Where's the player base at? That shit dead. They have to drop free DLC. It's crazy.
Yeah, usually, and like the timing wise, that's real early for EA to do that. I mean, Battlefield 4 just got all the maps finally for free, and then Battlefield 1 got like more maps for free. So I think the sooner they drop like maps, it kind of shows how bad the game's.
Man, that shit went free to EA Access, bro.
What is?
Oh, it got the
Battlefront 2, if I'm not mistaken, is free from EA Access.
What is that game called that was made by EA that was multiplayer that was like Overwatch, but was trash.
Battleborn.
Battleborn. You still got the Battleborn.
EA made that. They didn't make that.
Shittyborn.
No, it was Take Two. I thought it was Take Two that did
Nah,
that.
Take Two. Shit. Nah,
I'm pretty sure EA made that. I'm pretty sure EA made Evolve and they made.
No. It was Take Two and Gearbox.
Was it?
It was 2K. Sorry, 2K and Gearbox.
2K, that's what it was.
Take Two Interactive.
Okay.
It was. They made Shittyborn. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Take Two and Take same thing. Yeah.
They made Trashborn. Yeah.
That game died real quick. The timing was bad. That thing.
The timing was horrible. But that game wasn't good enough where no matter when it came out.
I don't know what the hell I was. I was playing as a plant. I was playing as a chick. I was playing as a dude. I was playing as an animal. I'd rather play
Lawbreakers. Lawbreakers wasn't bad though.
Yo.
You doing outros?
Yo.
You doing outros now?
Not yet. Yo, Plants vs Zombies 2. That was the
doing outros on that?
The most DOA game I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, I got on that shit the first day. The next day, they talked about how the game was about to go to EA Access.
Yo, that I've never seen a game so DOA in my life.
Yo, what about Unravel 2 though? We doing a wall?
No, what about no?
Unravel 2.
It was more DOA than
That's pretty good though.
No, I can guarantee, because I love the first one. I can guarantee the second one's even better. But it has no coverage. It's sad.
No, it has zero.
If you type in Unravel on YouTube, an anime game or anime comes up. It like
damn,
the
that's
game
crazy. Wait,
Unravel
what?
2 doesn't type in. Go on Google or go on YouTube and type Unravel in there. Unravel 2.
Unravel the irrelevancy. This shit ain't being played.
Unravel 2.
I don't see no dang anime.
Bro, I seen an anime. I swear to God, I seen an anime. This must have just changed.
Wait, so you telling me that Plants vs Zombies 2 was more DOA than Evolve though?
Yes. Yes.
No, I just typed in Unravel. If you just type Unravel in, you'll see what I'm talking about. But
look, I played Plants vs Zombies. I loved the first one. The second one, when I got on it, for some reason the player base was dropped. Nobody was playing that shit a week later.
The mobile game, the mobile Plants vs Zombies was lit, and the first one was good, but that second one was DOA. I didn't say it was ass. I was saying it was dead.
Yeah, you got Duty. So Evolve was ass. Duty-born was trash. I don't know, man. Duty-born.
Oh, you probably got the Tokyo Ghoul and.
What's up, Coop?
All right, let me see. We got a couple more donations. Let me go ahead and read these out, and then we're gonna move on. Whoa.
Then we gonna, what? You heard you said, and then we gonna.
He said, then we gonna.
We're gonna. And then we go.
Okay, now we go.
Then we go.
All right, bet. So next up, we have. This is one of the most epic statements from an employee at a studio or a very important person ever. The dude, what's his name? Todd Howard, the director of Skyrim over at Bethesda.
Yeah, let's go, Todd.
He said, are you tired of Skyrim ports? Because, they keep releasing Skyrim. Dudes is like, yo, why y'all keep... He said, if you're tired of Skyrim ports, stop buying them.
Stop buying them, yeah.
Yeah, that's big facts. Shout out to Todd.
Yo, he said
that's big facts.
Why? That's what people don't understand. The people say, why they keep putting out the Fast and the Furious movies, or why do they keep because y'all keep going to see it, or y'all keep buying it. Why that,
they keep making box office numbers that insinuates yo, you know what? Let's go make another one. And y'all doing the same thing with Skyrim. Meanwhile, that shit got 1990s animations. Let's keep it funky.
Yo, you can't climb.
I love it. I like Skyrim.
Skyrim goes. But I'm gonna say every time I talk about a Bethesda game, I'm gonna bring up the fact that you can't climb a ladder on the engine. Every time. It's my duty, yo.
You know what? I thought you was lying.
You can't.
But no, you can't. Not even on Fallout 4. You can't climb
to the top. It's ridiculous. That's
Ubisoft, you can't jump. Bethesda, we can't climb. EA animation.
EA, their games just all get canceled.
Yeah, get canceled. Damn, that's crazy.
They can't.
And Microsoft gives us controllers.
EA will cancel the shit out your game, yo. You be working hard on that shit. They yo, this shit is canceled, yo.
They were making. Wasn't they making the other shit that Prop liked? What's that game called?
Star Citizen. Damn. Who was doing Star Citizen?
No.
Sorry, I know it wasn't them. I just said that.
No, the one that they just announced Part 4 of.
EA?
No. It was from Take-Two, from 2K. Damn, it's a game that Prof loves a lot. Remember, me and you and Barry was playing it, but I fell asleep while we was playing it.
Borderlands. Hey, don't disrespect.
Borderlands.
Borderlands?
The company who was making Borderlands got shut down, yo.
Oh, that's
why are you laughing at
damn.
that? Why are you laughing at somebody?
Because they don't got no chill.
Yo, man, people got bills to pay.
No chill.
Yo, so yay.
I didn't know that.
Yay games get canceled. Square Enix games just don't come out.
No, Square Enix, they got the head dude working on 20 games. Like,
yeah, one dude.
It's
working
one
on all the
dude.
You just got to do the animation. You're like, that's it.
Sony blocking crossplay.
Inside Xbox is garbage. Like,
and then CD Projekt Red is like, yo, y'all messing up. We got y'all. Don't worry. In 7 years, because that's how long it take our games to come out.
Yeah, they put out like they games come out every decade and shit.
We got y'all in 7 years.
Ubisoft said, yo, we took 3 years to make this game. Origins ended up selling well. So what they did, hit us with another one right now.
Yeah.
She's coming out in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Far Cry 5, don't know what it is.
Yo, I still don't. Did you see the DLC trailer?
They got DLC for that game?
Yeah, there's going to be like 4 or 5 different DLCs that are themed that are going to be way better than the other game, the base game. Like
what?
Yeah, they got like a zombie theme. They got all these things. Matter of fact, the Far Cry Blood Dragon was lit. That was
I didn't
excellent.
play that.
It
I never
was
played that.
excellent.
That's for Far Cry 3, right?
Yo, look.
Yeah.
We asked for multiplayer on Far Cry. They said, you want multiplayer? They just gave us the damn assets. We have to make our own maps.
Yeah, you gotta make your own maps. Like what?
Really?
How you?
I didn't know.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it might be better that way.
Nah, because
No.
nobody
playing that.
Hey,
nobody
yo,
playing the maps.
Neo's idea of multiplayer is if somebody died right here, you get to fight their body.
yeah. That's Neo. That's Neo. That's who else do that? Doesn't Dark Souls do that?
Like, yo, why is this even on here, yo?
No, I think Dark Souls people just run up on you
off
while you're
here.
trying to do something and just can just push you off the map and shit.
It's crazy, man. These companies be out here trolling, yo.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Okay, Monster Hunter World. Now, the Monster Hunter sold real well. It was a real big game for
It sold too
months.
well.
It's outsold all of Capcom's other games.
It's sold too well, yo.
So, the game is finally coming out on PC. It's too late. Cancel it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't say that.
You know the funny part is it's not.
7 months?
People hype for this.
Dude, there's games coming out on console that've been on PC for a couple of years. So what's the difference?
Fair enough. It is a huge difference. Because
it is
everybody on PC wanted Monster Hunter. Console players don't even know the greatness that's on PC until it get there.
Yeah.
There's another game out there already. I forget what it's called though. It's,
Dauntless, the knockoff Monster Hunter.
Hey, it's there. It's there.
I think Capcom seen it's called Dauntless. Capcom seen Dauntless is like, oh, we need to hurry up and put this out.
Probably.
All right, so I played Monster Hunter for damn near.
You're about to pass the fuck.
I had almost 300 hours on that game. I played that game a lot. And it is safe to say I will not play Monster Hunter again until they release more content. And then don't even type that they put one monster out, because that's what they were doing.
Yeah, they put monster out. Then they was taking them out of the game too.
All the veterans is talk about G rank. So when that comes out, I'll jump back on. It's a very good game, super fun. It has to be, because y'all know I don't even do multiplayer like that, and I spent 300 hours on there.
Monster Hunter is becoming a division. They G rank like the Burrows. G rank never coming out.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know what I was thinking about?
What?
We talking about what these games do. You got MLB The Show that releases a baseball game. You can't throw fastballs.
Yeah, yeah, you really can. Yeah, you throw fastballs.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So to help the new players this year, they slowed the pitch speeds down. So 100-mile-per-hour fastball last year, it still says 100, but that pitch is slower. So now you have a whole community of players that they had to throw curveballs the whole game because fastballs are too easy to catch up to. So, yeah, I was playing with Dave early, and we were getting I got very early on a 98-mile-per-hour fastball because that's how slow the fastball is.
Very early. God.
Exactly. Last year that would never have happened. You have to be sitting on fastballs that hit those last year, and it's 16 especially. If somebody brings a Aroldis Chapman out, and they throw a fastball, you have to be waiting for that. Because if you're waiting for a changeup, you're not going to be able to catch up to it. Them days is dead. Now you can sit on everything else and react to fastballs. So anyway, so getting back to Monster Hunter, I don't know what kept me on the game that long, but I know why I got off the game. They only released, by the time I had stopped playing, they had only released 3 additional monsters. They released Devil Joe, which was one of the monsters from the other game.
I hated that.
They released Cove to Roth, if that's how you pronounce it correctly, which was temporary. And they released there was one more monster they put out.
And I think that was another monster from another game.
You know what? No. I only played Devil Joe and Cove to Roth. I didn't play. That was the only 2 new monsters I got to play. That's how slow they brought new monsters out. And of course you go on Reddit and you see all the people excusing that. Like that they have like 200 monsters in their library. They give us 32 of them, and of that 32, a lot of those were like
crazy?
The blue version of a monster that's in the game already. So it's like you get the Rathalos, and then you get a pink Rathalos. That's the same damn goddamn monster.
You know what's amazing that I just thought about? Capcom treats all their games the fucking same.
I heard.
You got Street Fighter. They have maybe like 40 characters on their roster. Street Fighter 5 come out, you got like 12. You got Marvel vs. Capcom, you got like 40 characters, and they could choose from. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite come out, you got like maybe 18.
Lunastra, I didn't fight that.
Monster Hunter World, they got so many monsters you can fight. Monster Hunter Worlds come out, they got 30, and they only come out with like 1 a month.
Do you think they're afraid of recycling the same characters over and over again?
No.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying.
I don't think so, if they bringing those out as DLC anyway.
Yeah, I think they just.
Oh, never mind.
I don't know what's wrong. I don't know.
The 2 of the monsters are return monsters. No, there's another. I've not played the game in a while. I forgot the damn horse. He's not really a horse, but I call him a horse.
What the?
Oh, you talking about Karen?
Karen, Unreal. There's another Karen now. Like they're doing that kind of stuff. Like,
they just rescanned Karen.
So, that may have existed in another game, but it's more of like that kind of stuff. The game is super fun though, honestly.
Yeah, the game is amazing.
It's and if they had if we had Monster Hunter accounts, I would buy it for PC and probably play with my character, but I can't. I would no way in hell I'm investing 300 more hours into a new character on PC.
Yes, somebody asked about cross saves, and they had no answer on that.
Yeah, cross saves. I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah. So somebody had asked about that, but so I read it in an article from PC Gamer, I think it was, and they didn't have an answer. But I completely understand that 300 hours and then start all over again.
I can't do it, and I will give them credit. They could very easily have had a gang of microtransactions in that game, and they don't. You could buy like additional costumes, but you can't go in and buy like levels. You can't buy resources to craft unless they put that in. Since I've not been on, I don't know. The real reason this article that I'm even bringing this up is because they're going to make the PC version as close to the console version as possible, which is whack.
Parity.
Console parity sucks. Whoever has better hardware should get the better experience. And that goes for people that are on the Xbox One X. Yes, that should be the best place to play those games because it has better hardware. I don't know why the company decides, oh, I don't want people on Nintendo or PlayStation to feel left out, so I'm going to make the game look the same on PC and Xbox One X. That is trash. The games will be 30 FPS.
What?
No, it's not.
It's not?
No. It's going to be 60. 60 uncapped, I think. The 60 for sure. Uncapped, not
man,
sure
well, maybe those were the requirements I was looking at. Were
the requirements are. It's got to be a typo.
Thank you for
they asked me in an article about it.
Okay, thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah, that's why I had to jump in there real quick.
Yeah. So, but anyhow, console parity is whack. Ubisoft has done that a few times, especially
Bungie.
Yeah, you know it's crazy. Companies, they're willing to make your version run the same, but they don't have a problem putting out broken games or bad versions of a game.
Yeah.
Because they had no problem putting out a bad Batman, the last one on PC. That version was bad, and then they even admitted, Warner Brothers admitted, or Rocksteady admitted that they ran out of time, so they outsourced the PC version like a couple weeks before it came out. So by the time us PC people got it, that game was in shambles. Anyway,
the only good that came out of that is that they gave out all the Batman games from previous.
That's the least they could do. It ain't like
a
whole bunch of
people. If you haven't played them, great. If you have them,
those games are really good. GameStop are there's talks about them getting bought out. They reported a loss of $105 million last year.
Damn, that sucks. I lost out on new hardware.
Who's gonna buy them? Or interesting. The article didn't really say. It
doesn't really say. It just says that.
Some people are thinking or speculating.
I think it was like some Chinese company or something.
That Amazon might buy them.
That don't even sound like an Amazon move. You know what? That could work.
No, if they turned them all into Amazon stores. And...
I mean, Amazon bought Whole Foods, so.
That's crazy.
They could buy a GameStop and
is that why they have Amazon Pantry?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I do.
No, Amazon Pantry been there, but now it's like
had it. Yeah.
Amazon Pantry's been there, but now you can order food on there that's related to the same brands that are in Whole Foods and shit.
Oh, okay.
Organic chicken for $30.
There's too many stores.
Nah, the problem with GameStop is nobody that use product gimmick don't work anymore.
Well, that too, but
people
like by me within like that's the 5 mile radius. There's at least like 7 or 8 stores.
They close a lot of them up here.
Where I'm at, they're still open.
Yeah, they closed not a lot of them. They closed a couple of them. You know, I did have the convenience to really go in any direction and get to a GameStop. Can't really do
But do you think what's really hurting them is are they having the same effect as like Walden Books had, where everybody's getting things digitally?
Yeah, there's a I was watching Review Tech USA. He did a video and he showed some charts on digital sales and how much more digital games sell since, you know, over like the last 10 years. And it's quite a lot. It is a lot. Like it is like, and I don't quote me. You know, you can always go to his video for reference. But I thought it was a 70% increase over the last 10 years. That sounds about right though, honestly, with all the Steam and everything like that.
And personally, I mean, like, look, I want nobody to lose their job. Period. I mean,
right.
You know, the company's policies suck, but they got people to feed. You know, so I feel bad for them. But in terms of like the digital sales, like Best Buy doesn't sell CDs anymore. I think that I wouldn't be surprised they stopped selling Blu-rays after a while either. You know, so like the physical market is kind of dwindling down. It sucks for the people that want to have like a physical disc or, you know, or whatever it is in hand, versus this digital market. It's kind of like the thing. I mean, the thing is, if GameStop goes away, right? Let's say they stop selling games. Does that mean that Sony and all them are going to start reducing the price of their games too? You know, like the physical versions of them?
No, they would never reduce the price because you could get a digital deluxe edition of a game that don't come with anything physical yet. If you go to GameStop and pre-order digital deluxe, you might get like a shirt or some shit. Like they don't even compensate for that. They would not drop like $5 for that because of that.
Nope.
I never understood the whole digital deluxe thing. Like
it's pretty much you get a piece of the actual in-game content and they rip you off. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep. And I've bought several digital deluxe versions of.
Yep, and Tony Hawk.
Because I thought like some I've seen that you get like a soundtrack and like I get a picture book or whatever. But
Jay got my bad, but who?
I bought 2 soundtracks for games.
All right, two.
I got the soundtrack for Skyward Sword.
I got the soundtrack for Ori and the Blind Forest, and I got the soundtrack for another game. Now, but look, it was a digital soundtrack. I didn't get like a physical, but when I went to buy the game, it was only like extra $2, and I was like, yeah, I'll pay for that.
Bruh, why is Call of Duty offering soundtracks? What from World War II am I gonna bump to?
Wait.
What? What? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, if you get a soundtrack to what I hear is Persona 5 soundtrack is lit, I can understand, like, oh shit, people are excited.
Yeah,
but don't hit me. Like, if I buy Skyrim, you think I really want to hear some jingle from that shit? From a digital deluxe?
Yeah, Skyrim soundtrack lit too. Don't disrespect.
Yeah, Skyrim soundtrack is crazy.
So you want me to listen to Lord of the Rings at the gym?
Yeah.
Hey yo, I be using them for my videos. That's really why I be getting all them soundtracks. I don't just just listening to them.
Also, Fallout soundtrack crazy too.
Yeah, I got it.
You're not gonna disrespect Nat King Cole.
But the fact is that if you go online, the majority of those soundtracks are free.
Oh yeah, 4K downloader. I got the whole Persona 5 soundtrack.
I ain't.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, 4K downloader is the move, yo. You can download all things, bro. All things on the internet 4K downloader, baby. I bought that software, and I don't never buy software, but I bought that shit. 4K downloader.
I got a copyright strike. I can't condone anything.
Hey.
Oh shit. What do you mean for me? Oh, I never got copyright. I get copyright claims. I never got a strike.
Yo, the strikes is the worst. Cause you log in, you get a rude ass message, and you log in. They made me go to copyright school on YouTube.
Yeah, I had to go to the dumbass school, yo. I was so bad.
Yeah.
Yo, I thought at first when you complete that school, they take the strike away. Man, they don't give a fuck.
No.
Why would I need to go through that?
It's like 6 months. Yeah.
So I got a question. So like this game I've been playing, that Beat Saber I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So on PC, it's coming to PlayStation 4 in case anybody interested in it.
Okay.
It's coming to PSVR. So like I said, it's a rhythm game, so they have a lot of music. You know what I mean? On PC, people have modded tracks in there. You know what I mean? Like known tracks, like
right.
Some from Pharrell, whatnot. Right. So when I stream it, of course, like YouTube lets it, allows me to stream it. Mm-hmm. But of course, I get a ton of emails that of the copyrights on these tracks, right?
Yeah.
On Twitch, they block out the whole damn song. You know what I mean? So, am I gonna get anything done to my channel if I keep on doing it?
No.
Okay,
all that what that does is it allows the copyright holder to make the money that your video would or would not make. It just gives you the revenue. That's why they don't give you strikes. They just say, yo, I need that. I need all the revenue. Oh, your video's an hour long. You got a 30-second song plan. I need all the revenue.
Or if they're Nintendo, they just cut your video down to 3 minutes for some reason.
Yeah, Nintendo don't play. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. We might have to play Mario Kart on my second channel live stream, yo. I don't even care.
Yeah,
not today, though. Yo. We might have to play, yo.
Yo,
they already be helping with donations anyway, so it's not even an issue of like no revenue because they're already look out for the squad anyway.
Oh, I just thought of a perfect. You remember the question you asked about what game you would want to see as like a what was it, battle royale game?
Yeah.
I think I came up with the perfect answer for myself.
Madden with GTA. Never mind.
Yeah, don't.
Splatoon, yo. I think Splatoon could work. Because I think it's unique enough to where it could add something different to the battle royale genre, and it's cartoony enough to be fun. And then it already has your unique weapons and stuff that you go around and find.
What would be the spin? What would be the spin to separate it from the other games outside of the
I don't know. I'm not a developer. I just came up with
wow.
I just do the game.
Yeah, he was like, man, I ain't no developer. Don't be asking me too much shit.
But you do got the ink there where you could just ink around everywhere and stuff
just
like that. I'm sure Nintendo can make it work.
Just leave my blessings all over. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Overwatch on PS4. It's unopened. I ain't gonna lie to you, JJ. I ain't played Overwatch in like a year and a half.
Same here, man. Is that
y'all should play Overwatch with me.
Overwatch is a really good game. It's just
it's fun.
I've touched it in about a year and a half too.
Yeah, I was playing so many other games. That's the thing. Like when you play a lot of games, sometimes you don't get to put a lot of time into certain games because there's just so much stuff. Like that almost happened with quite a few games I missed out on. I'm playing goddamn Near Automata because it's
Automata, dog.
Whatever, sir. Don't be that guy.
Near Automata.
Whatever.
Near Automata.
You say coffee. How dare you? Like
I don't say coffee.
You say coffee. I'm gonna go get a coffee.
I say I'm gonna go get coffee.
Get lies.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody got ideas for a new video game? I got an idea for one. So it's like Gears of War mixed with WWE, and you.
Are we in the show?
Yeah, we getting ready to wrap it up for real. So Dub is he's really just kind of speeding up the process. You know what I mean with all of that.
Wait, what was it? Gears of War and what? And two dead ass games.
Overwatch is dead and toxic. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Overwatch is definitely toxic.
That's what Ryzen said. I didn't say that.
It's definitely toxic.
I'm willing to say. I don't know how it's toxic.
It's toxic as hell.
If people chat, just mute everybody. Like if people don't know what a mute button is, it's like is that type of.
But if I'm playing competitive, I need to communicate. I'm not.
Well,
it's kind of toxic.
I feel you.
I don't play competitive.
If I don't agree with somebody saying, I just mute them, man.
I'm a tryhard, but people on there are so babyish. I don't know.
Yo,
it's not like call you N-word toxic. It's not like Modern Warfare 2, but it's crazy.
4 out of 5 gaming communities is toxic, and it's sad to see. Like every time I think a community can't get no worse, there is one. Like I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like Fortnite, the game is dope, but the community
That shit got all the ex-dead communities involved.
All the annoying people
that's actually facts.
from every other community has come together into Fortnite. They are, it's and everybody be acting like they good. Let's be honest. Most people that play games are not good. That's just how it is. Especially a game like Fortnite, where like somebody like Ninja, I think dude wins like 40% of his games or something like that. Yeah. Most of the people that are just ass at the game. That's just how games work. So why is everybody a professional in the comments? They told the dude Nick Merckx, you ass. You're only doing this because you playing against North American players. You wouldn't do this on PC play. Even though he's done it, it's the community, yo.
Yeah, he's seen us one of the best players in the world.
I have a question, though. I have a question.
Yeah.
Since, Chase, you play on multiple platforms. Me, sorry, I'm stuck on one primarily, though. Yeah. But do you notice the toxicity, or I can't even say it right?
No, that's the right word.
Do you see it? Where do you see it the most or hear it the most?
Or
does it even...
You mean the specific game or the platform?
Yeah, like you know, when
specific
people in
game?
the chat say, you know,
Call of Duty is one of the worst, yo. Especially
that game. What's up, like platform? Is it on Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox? You know,
I don't know. I don't know. So, look, Xbox. Xbox was the craziest. When I first started playing the Xbox, it was little kids talking, like little ones talking like that. PlayStation. It's like everybody does it. So I don't know who the worst is, to be completely honest with you. I think PC might be one of the worst because they be modding their usernames and stuff, and the names be crazy, yo.
For PCs, it depends on the game. I feel like every time I play a game on PS4, like I was playing Fighter, so he's like, "Yo, you using the cheating-ass characters, you bastard!" You know, calling me all types of names. I'm like, man, get out of here.
I don't know. Maybe I'm one of those guys. I've never experienced it.
Really?
I still haven't.
Yo, every time
on anything though.
Every time I go into in-game chat, I get a reminder of why I should have went to party chat instead.
You know what's the worst game? Actually, it might be PC strictly because League of Legends.
League of Legends, they were so mean to me. Dudes in League of Legends, I was trying to figure out how to play the game, so I never felt so bad. Like, dude was like,
they called you all types of names.
They called me all kind of names. They called me a noob. They said you could tell the Call of Duty players when they get on here, and I just left. And they're like, they don't League of Legends. They don't even let you learn the game. If you don't know how to play, they don't want you here.
Exactly.
I think you play with the bots, right? Can't you?
I didn't know that. I was trying to play. This was like 4 years ago. I was trying to play League of Legends at work.
No, the thing is, you probably was playing on the bots. Even if you play against the bots poorly, yo, why you doing that? You noob.
Yeah,
you suck.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you just got on the game, chill.
I understand it though, because if you're on Fortnite and you only got 3 players and you just put it on autofill, that one dude come in and you be like, man, I don't want this dude, man.
That shit happened to me on H1Z1 today.
I don't want
you. Wait, but. They wasn't even randoms, Ricky. It was people.
No, I didn't know.
That one dude. Yeah, that one dude.
I added that random, but yo, he ended up shooting the people who were already down. Meanwhile, we had enemies that was shooting at us that was up. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, we were sitting there dying, and he was just shooting the down people.
Idiot. He's shooting the people who need to be revived when we have people still shooting us. Idiot.
But I would compare that to League though.
No, that was today.
Because League, the people who are toxic, especially when you're new, are people who already been playing the game for like 3 years. So it's like, why are you playing against bots when you already know how to, and how you getting mad at people for playing against bots and they don't know what they're doing?
Yeah, man.
And then when you play in a normal game, they be like, yo, why you here? Go play against bots. Like, you're going to be toxic.
2K, unreal. Everybody that played, not everybody, a good bit of the people from 2K act like that's really them shooting the ball. They act like they really playing. They be in there talking crazy. That park mode is fun, but it's on what difficulty? All-Star? Or Pro? I think it's on Pro. It's on All-Star. It's on either Pro or All-Star. Like, you're going to make shots and do stuff on there that you can't really do on the higher difficulty just because it's on an easier difficulty. But them dudes be in there, they be talking like it's just too real of a basketball game. Like, they really hoop, and it kills me, yo. And they be willing to do the worst to win on there.
Sadly, I think the best community I've seen is probably like the Halo Destiny community.
I think MLB has the best.
Halo used to be the worst
small.
years ago.
Anytime the community's small, it's normally a great community. Everybody like sticks together and they collab and they talk and everybody, you know, they work together to make sure the game's better. But then, you know, communities start growing and then it's like GTA. I remember GTA blew up and dudes was doing the most on YouTube, bro. I remember it. Dudes was making fake websites. and then putting news on the website and then going on the YouTube channel to report the news from the website that they secretly made. It was unreal, yo.
What? Damn, that's like, what the fuck? That's a monopoly of bullshit.
Hey, look, I'm not even mad at the all the work and even the thought to even think to do something like that. I'm just mad at just YouTube allowing a lot of the shit that it allows. Shit is crazy.
I'm kind of mad at having the thought to do that though. Like why don't you just report on some news?
That shit is like the baseball player Melky Cabrera. This dude got caught. He got caught using performance enhancers, right? This is a few years ago.
Yeah.
So when he got caught, he said, "Oh man, I ordered some supplements from this website, and I think it might have had something that was banned." Right? Yeah. Come to find out that after he got caught, he made the website.
Oh God!
He made the site.
Is that ring a bell?
Yo, that shit sound like CS:GO Lotto to me.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, don't even make any...
CS:GO Lotto. Yeah, it's that time, yo.
Yo, I found this website.
That shit sound like CS:GO Lotto.
I made a mistake and bought some drugs from him. I didn't know it was illegal. How you buy? Wait, that explanation.
That shit has your first and last. That shit had homie's first and last name as part owner. See, man, I found this new site. Really? Motherfucker.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get these out.
Before we leave though, that dog did almost save him though.
No, that shit didn't help me. The music fucked me up.
I'm playing that.
I was thinking the dog get cheated out of eating dog food too. Shit. Again, hold this shit. That's crazy.
Go ahead, Ricky. You in rare form. Go ahead and do the outro, bro. You acting crazy today.
All right, man. Yo, appreciate being here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys check out J Got and Dub's channel. Subscribe to it and all that good shit, man. But we out of here, man. Make sure you spam with the like button too on this live stream. We out.
Dub.
Thank you for having me on again. I love having fun clowning on Microsoft. But today I got to clown on Sony, which I really get to do. So I'm happy I had a chance to do that. You can check my YouTube. I guess it's in the description. And I do stream on Twitch also, which is basically the same as my YouTube. So, yeah.
J Got.
Hey, thanks for having me here. It's been a while since I've been here, but I'm glad we had a good discussion. Hey, I thought the podcast was supposed to be short. Yeah. I'm not mad at this.
It never happens. We had like 4 topics, and I like low-key skipped one.
But we had a good discussion though, man. I appreciate it, and thanks for having me.
No problem. Perry, shout out to Perry for donation. Wish y'all zodiac sign.
I'm a Cancer. Remember, my birthday is like zodiac sign is.
Mine is I'm Cancer too.
I'm Comcast.
Ronaldson Gustav dropped with the donation. Thank you. And
this man's name is Cheek Driller.
He donated with Cheek Driller with the 2,000 yen. Thank you, bro.
That currency and the name just don't add up to me.
Hey, yo, last thing, yo. Shout out to Verizon for adding the security and online storage package to my account without my consent for $10 a month.
Ooh, shit.
And shout out to them adding stars to my account after it was free for $15 a month without telling me. So that's $25 a month. Shout out to Verizon for getting over. Shout out to Verizon for making me have a house phone, and I still don't know the number, and I've had it for 5 years. Shout out to Chromecast for $30 in additional taxes, charges, and surf fees, surcharges. Shout out to Comcast, or shout out to Verizon for charging us a rental fee for having cable boxes, and you don't even know you paying a rental fee every month for cable boxes.
Are you reading this off a list?
Yo, shout out to Verizon for charging me for having paper statements.
Yo, shout out to Verizon for telling me I can get a discount if I do auto pay. Now, y'all not just tapping into my account to take funds whenever you feel like it. Shout out to Verizon for just doing whatever they feel like doing. They be lying.
You really shitting on Verizon.
Bruh, they told me $99. My bill was $225.
Finessing everybody.
They told you $99 before gimmicks and before taxes.
Yeah. And then they gonna tell me
they said $99 before finesse.
Before the finesse.
All right, y'all. We gonna holla at y'all next week. We're out.